It's the end of the month, and you know what that means, right? Wait, hold on a moment. No, you won't. I've not done this for almost a year. But hey, it's the end of the month, so now it's time for the monthly roundup of all the best clips from the previous month, which is May. Welcome to Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things. I'm your host, the Australian Idiot, and let's get into the clips. Here we have a clip where they've lost it all in Vegas and have come over to this store here to steal a bunch of sandwiches and gets caught red-handed. Here we go.
Okay, you guys are doing too much.
Well, you should have been
Let me
in the first place.
let me go.
No, give us our stuff back.
Okay, I will grab your stuff, but you don't have to touch me like that.
You should have
let me go.
Just let your stuff go. Drop
Okay,
it.
let my
Drop
purse
it.
go, and I will let it go. Excuse me, you can't block me in the store. Sure.
Put all the stuff back. You copy that? No, there's more there. I see it. I see it.
This is not your stuff. You can't pepper spray me.
Put your stuff out.
What do you mean?
Put your stuff out.
There's nothing else that your guys, like your little sandwich there. Excuse me. There.
Thought you were stealing.
You got your thing.
Thought you were stealing.
You got your thing.
Thought you were stealing.
I mean, the initial part of the introduction saying she lost it all in Vegas is a joke. We don't know if that happened. Probably not. She's just here stealing sandwiches, which, going off of what I remember the last time I had a deep dive into the law surrounding shoplifting and shenanigans along these lines on what people who work at the store can do in response. In theory, she could if she got harmed in any way with that back and forth when they were trying to pull her bag away from her, she in theory could sue them because they're not meant to do that. They can, if they have a good belief that you stole something, managers and people of similar positions are allowed to block you from leaving. They can't put their hands on you, but they can stop you from leaving until a proper officer of the law comes in, which is funky. Obviously, that didn't end up happening in the situation because she relented and just threw all the sandwiches that she was trying to steal onto the ground, but I digress. Here we have a fun one. We have a disabled guy who's behind the camera here confronting a couple in their beater van who are parking in a disabled car park when they seemingly don't have a reason to be there.
We're in a disabled parking space.
You came to us.
What does that even mean?
That means that you bothered us. We didn't come to you, so
I couldn't park
nothing.
there, and I had to park down the street. How is that
we
good?
didn't know that you had a parking spot. We didn't know.
There was a big sign right in front of you.
You couldn't tell us
There's
anything.
a big sign.
You couldn't be a big man.
There's
and
a
come
big
and ask
sign
us.
that says disabled parking.
You couldn't be a big man and to come and ask us
I had to park down the block.
You couldn't be a big
Okay,
man
let's
to ask
let's
us
think
to
about
move.
this. Let's think. I come in.
Move.
If I asked you to move,
You could have asked
if I
us
asked
to
you to
move,
move, I would have to go all the way back to my
You could
van.
have asked us to move.
I would have to park to ask you to move.
You can ask your driver to come ask us
I
to
drive
move.
myself.
Well, I'm sorry. You could have been a big man and came to us and asked us to move.
Let's think. I park, I come ask you to move, I go back to my van and then park again. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you?
Why don't you be a big man and just ask us to move? I don't know, how about you be considerate motherfuckers and just not park in a disabled car park in the first place? That's not a parking spot for you, you entitled pricks. Heck, it's illegal. If police see you do that, oh, that's a ticket right then and there, because illegal parking. You're not meant to be there. So don't be this like, oh, why don't you be a big man? Buzz off. You're being an entitled prick because you shouldn't even be there in the first place. Here we have a guy just trying to pick fights with a loss prevention person at a store and then attempts to pick up a girl on his way out.
Come outside and take a swab then. Why are you a bitch?
I just checked my schedule. I'm off at 3:15.
Alright, meet me somewhere. Where you meet at?
I was supposed to meet you last time in Dawn.
What? Why don't you do it right now? You scared?
Is it possible to send someone over?
Oh, you guys are snitch ass rats. Damn. Fuck ass. Snitch rat, bitch.
Get out of here.
You a snitch for? Why you snitching, rat?
Hurry up.
Rata.
Balance, fool.
Oh no, he's fine with her now?
We cut it out. Yes, we're good now, I think. Yeah, we're okay now.
Ew.
Thank you. Take care of yourself, bro.
here, man. Huh?
What's your job right now? How much you work? Like what? Like what do you do for a living? Where?
I thought it was 2:15 when they put me 3:15.
I'm like, no, go stop recording this, dude.
You scared, buddy? You scared? Oh, you won't fight me because you're scared. Oh, you're gonna go tell the cops? You snitch. You snitch. You white rat snitch. This isn't prison, buddy. Nor is he part of a gang. His literal job is to stop people from stealing. You think he's gonna give two when you call him a snitch? What are with people like this, just attempting to pick fights with people, and then when they choose not to do the fight, they're just like, oh, you're scared, eh? You're way scared? Meet me here, out there at this time, and we'll fight, we'll brawl. Oh, you're scared, huh? That's why you won't be. It's like, we just can't be stuffed dealing with your idiocracy. My God, that's just funny. Here we go, fight between the neighbor and the person who lives at this house and potentially their landlord. I'm not 100% sure. Some of the things said in this clip makes it seem like it's a landlord thing, but then other things make it seem like it's a HOA thing. I don't know. I'll let you watch the clip and I'll get back to you in a moment.
Leave my house for my kids to play. They can't play in the road because she stops them and puts violations on my door. I can't have a dog that barks. I can't have a dog that whines, but all these other people have dogs and they bark, and you can't even walk down the street without them barking your head off out of their own house. But my dog can't make a noise?
Your dog was on the back step barking and it tore up
A blanket because I just got him. I didn't even have him a week. Dogs have to adjust, Christy. I can't even walk my dog because they get attacked. I have two videos. I have two videos of my dog getting attacked by two park owner dogs. Ruthie's dogs and Russ's dogs. Both of them dogs approached my dog without a leash. I was walking in the middle of the road, but yet nothing happens. I called you and I sent you a message, and so did I send the dog warden. The same video that I sent you. You're right. Nothing gets done. Nothing gets done. You're right. What the dog warden did. Because you guys called them on me. You called the health department on me. And yet they came and did an inspection and showed nothing. And yet now you're telling me I have more trash on I have no tools in my porch. But look at Bruce's. Bruce has a bike. Why is he allowed? Why are they allowed a moped on their porch, but I can't have bikes for my children? I'm only allowed two. I have 4 kids. I have 4 kids, but I can only have 2 bikes. No, you're telling me I don't have a porch. You're telling me I can't put nothing on my porch. I had a toilet on my porch, and you called the health department. Wow, because I just pulled it out of my house within that day. My bad, I don't hire a company to remodel my home. I do it on my own. So it might take me a day or 2.
Take some of the garbage off the back deck and
there is no garbage. Go ask the health department. There is no garbage on my back deck. I have a table, I have 2 tables, chairs, a grill, and a swing chair that I can't put on my front patio because you guys threw a hissy fit about it last time when I first moved in. You're right, you're right. This is exactly the problem. This is why my lawyer will be in contact with you, because what you guys are doing is illegal. Yes, it is. I have proof. Just wait, I didn't sign no rules with that. None. It's posted in the mailbox from 2016. You keep changing the rules every month, every year, every day you change the rules. It even says it in your own lease. You cannot accommodate the rules. You cannot change or modify the lease without both parties' approval. You've never had both parties' approval. Now they're telling me I have to move my car. They're going to remove my car. It's my car. You have 2 cars. Did they tell you to remove it?
That's a friend of mine.
You're not allowed.
Yes, you are. It says it in the rules that you're allowed 2 vehicles per lot. It even says it. It's not expired. I didn't put the sticker on it. They're not expired. Call the DMV. They're not expired. I sent you the proof. I sent you the proof, ma'am.
I am just a little bit... I don't even know where to start with this one. There's just so much happening and so much stupid crap just going on. It's utterly insane. So I'm assuming that the people here, the old couple, they live in this neighborhood because they do, and they own another house in this neighborhood. Like, I'm leaning more towards they're the landlords, considering there's a lease signed and things on those lines. But I'm also thinking that maybe they're also a part of the HOA for the neighborhood, because considering they live here, they own at least 2 places here, And the tenant here is pointing out what other people in the neighborhood are doing, so it seems like it might be that. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to lean more towards the landlord angle, though, because that's something we can basically confirm. The rest of it, not so much. And it's just like, look, I get it, you live nearby your house, but you shouldn't, like, it's one of those things where you're not meant to be, like, picking on the day-to-day basis of what your tenant's doing. Like, oh, you get a blanket and they get a blanket and the dog rips it up in the day and the mess is everywhere for that day and that day only. That's not what you call people for or get them in trouble for. This happens, especially with a new dog, a dog that is young, that's inexperienced. They're just going to tear up random crap. Heck, the dog that we currently own used to do that a lot. Nowadays, not really. It takes like 6-7 months before she breaks through her bed and then tears it up once that happens. But it takes a while before she actually breaks through accidentally. Whilst in the past, she would just rip things apart for the sake of that's just what dogs do. Calling up the health inspectors to come and making a health complaint because they've got a toilet out on the front porch for like a day is just so ridiculous. Like, these just seem like some overbearing landlords that are just like continuously watching their other house. It's like, if that's what you're gonna do, then why the hell do you rent it out in the first place if you're going to be so observant and watch everything that happens to the house? Like, these are people who are living here too, you know? They're gonna do their own thing, and this will lead to sometimes there's gonna be messes about because, you know, we're only human. We're not gonna be tidy, neat freaks 24/7. That's just not how this works. Here we have a Karen coming in to complain about what another worker apparently said to her, but doesn't really explain anything in depth.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so the next time she wants to threaten me with the threat of the next time that she's going to threaten me.
How'd she threaten you?
There won't be a next time.
How'd she threaten you?
Because there will be a written statement. It will be submitted to sheriff.
What did she say to you?
And when or if I choose to call law enforcement,
I'm calling
there
law
will
enforcement.
be then we will be waiting outside.
Outside sounds great. Yeah.
She's breaking laws.
How's she breaking laws?
And she's going to be reported.
Sounds great. How is she breaking laws?
Well, I guess you'll have to find the report.
Okay.
She threatened me about threatening me. The next time she can threaten me so she can threaten me. What? I'm sorry, but I'm just like trying to figure out my way out of this endless loop that you seem to have started here. It's just like, I think she's just coming with this massive speech and is driving home with this. Even when she gets questioned about, what in the world you're going on about, she keeps going. And it's like, okay, what did she do wrong? It's like, you'll find out in the report. I'm not going to tell you directly because I'm stupid. It's just stupid. Here we've got a very interesting reaction from a father here. So apparently what happened here is, I don't know precisely what happened to get to this point, but apparently at some point this other guy swore at the guy in the car, and well, here's what happens next.
He's autistic. Do you understand me? You're backing out on me. I'm 52 years old, girl. I too have a problem. Yeah, somebody calling you out. Here's a camera. I'm not coming out on me. I'm thinking you're gonna hit me. Do me a favor, drive away. Don't bully me. Why, somebody coming at you now? You're a big man now, huh? I got a problem with you cursing in front of my kid. Keep driving. He's autistic. He's autistic. You're autistic. What? Somebody challenging you now? You're not a big deal now, huh? Who's challenging? You're not a big deal now, huh? I'm 52 years old.
Will you shut your alarm off while I'm trying to get this?
I don't think so. You understand me? Don't you try to bully me around. I don't give a damn who's in the car. Yeah, worry about yourself. Come over here. You're up. Yeah, go walk away now, huh? My little boy in the car. I got an autistic child. You can tape it all you want, and this guy is trying to
Bro, my Instagram is about to go off today.
Don't know why him being autistic is a good reason to scream and shout and let it all out against this person for ultimately no reason. And correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not too experienced with this. I'm more experienced with the ADHD side of things, which is only like partway towards, is on, from my understanding, kind of on the spectrum, but not quite autism. But I feel like that you yelling and screaming like this, and then in addition, those loud horns that everyone started blaring at you when you still were sitting there in the middle of traffic is probably going to cause more issues for your autistic son than what this one guy swearing a little would. I don't know. Is it just me who thinks that this was a bit stupid to go off about? Like, am I not seeing the issue here? I don't know. This just seems a bit dumb to me. Especially considering, like, yeah, he's going to go to school eventually. He's going to hear these swear words anyhow. If he's going to have problems with swear words, it's going to happen regardless. And, well, you may as well let it happen, man. I don't know. I don't know. Here we get dropped into a middle of an argument with a person and someone who I would personally call the ultimate Karen. Here's the clip.
What's up, Cray Cray? You got something to say now? I'm right here. Go ahead and say it.
I got some great new pictures of your life.
Okay.
Oh, are you going to put me on your website, your YouTube website?
You like that? You're a celebrity.
Oh, I know. You made me a celebrity, and I'm going to sue you for making me a celebrity.
Cray Cray, I have every right to video you when you scream on your property. Look up the law.
You are videotaping me while I'm on my own land, and we will be in court.
When you're screaming at me and my children and telling my kids to F.O., I have every right to video you. I'm a liar? The videos are what record and say the truth. So you can call me all you want when you're up there on your property screaming my name, and then I put the video on you and you get upset, then it sounds like you have issues. So again, here's another video of me trying to protect myself for my own property because Cray Cray sits there and says for the last, 3 years you've been suing me? So here's another video.
Yes, and the public will be informed about our lawsuit the whole time. I have great pictures showing the destruction of your life to my home. And that's what this is all about. It's not about anything else but Tiffany.
It's about her screaming at me and my children all day long. And this is the only way that I can prove it in court that she is nuts. This is
proof that I damage your children, Tiffany. And I will be doing my own podcast, Tiffany, and my life.
You told me 3 years ago you were going to ruin me. Remember? Did you forget about that?
No, I'm just going to sue you. We're going to go to court.
You sue everybody, woman. That's what you do. Do you realize that you are evicted? We've got you for the vexation in California. You can't even file a lawsuit in California because you've sued so many people. You can't file a lawsuit in California. She can't file a lawsuit in California, so she moves to Oregon so that she can start suing. And how many? You've lived here 6 months, and how many people have you already sued and lost? Every case, by the way, every case you've lost. Boy, oh boy, your perception of winning is pretty crazy because Blue Pacific you lost to Remax, you lost to Larry. Who else is you?
Larry, and what were you doing in court with Larry?
Trying to protect him from you.
Why were you butting in to my business?
It's public. It's public. It's public, Cray Cray.
Coming behind me in your car at a maximum speed so that I had to file a police report against you.
They probably laughed because how many police reports have you already done here in this town?
We will be in court in 2 months.
I cannot wait.
You sued that many people and lost in California that you couldn't file any more lawsuits in California, so you move elsewhere and start filing lawsuits there. Good God, like, how much money do you have to be continuously having the lawyers and paying them off for this, considering that you've apparently lost almost every single lawsuit you've made an attempt to do? Well, maybe you're representing yourself, and maybe that's the case here. It'd be funny if, probably the funniest thing to me to think about is, imagine trying to do this in, Australia. Because down here, if in a lawsuit, if you lose the suit that you attempt to do, or you just lose the suit in general, you have to pay the legal fees of the other party. It's like a massive way to make an attempt to disencourage defamation lawsuits and stuff along those lines. It doesn't quite work because, rich people still do it. It's just what it is. But, it's a system that's meant to attempt to disencourage you from doing that, because if you lose, you not only have to pay your legal fees, you pay the legal fees of the person who won. So that's a lot of money out of your pocket. And, look, recording her in her backyard is one of those things where I think under technicality, they do have a reasonable belief of privacy in their backyard. When you're screaming and shouting out of it to people who are outside of your backyard, and then they start recording you because of that, and I think you lose that reasonable privacy a little bit there. And then depending on the state, there's also just... Some states have a two-party consent law where both parties have to agree to record in a private setting, but most of them tend to be a one-party, where only one person needs to consent to recording something in a private setting, and in that case, they're fine here anyway, because, the person recording would be consenting to the recording. Otherwise, why would she be recording? Either way, what an insane person. Here's our friendly neighborhood Karen going off again.
Your neighbor. Hi. Want to make sure your dog's okay. Is your dog okay? Yes. Okay. It sounds like it's in distress. It just keeps barking. You mean what?
It's just now because
No, it's all night. It keeps barking. Shut it up.
I do think it's fair to say that I wouldn't particularly call her Karen for complaining about a dog that apparently is barking all night. I agree, that is definitely an annoyance and a very big issue. It happens occasionally over here where I live. There will be sometimes, like, the few occasions where people have moved in, their dogs will go off nonsensically for, like, the first many nights on end, but usually they tone down and only bark when people walk by, which is semi-common in this area, considering we back into a main street where people walk quite a lot. So, but dogs barking is a normal thing to some degree. Yeah, it can get frustrating and annoying. From just listening to this clip here, the dog didn't bark that much from what I can tell until the Karen came into the yard, and then it barked a little bit. Then when she knocked on the door, it started barking a lot because, someone just knocked on the front door. And, like, I get the complaint of annoying dogs that continue to bark endlessly, but, there's a certain way you should do that. Like, hey, would you mind doing something about your dog? It's continuously barking all night. It makes it difficult to sleep. Just appreciate it if you find a way to try and stop it from barking so much. But no, instead she comes in going like, is your dog in distress? I'm just checking to make sure your dog's okay because it sounds like it's distress. Okay, well, you need to learn to shut your dog up, and walks away. Like, that's just... wow. In this clip here, we've got a pair of workers who are just arguing with each other for some reason or another, going on a bit of a tiffy about something to do with work, I'm assuming. Maybe not. Maybe they're just arguing because they hate each other. Who knows? Either way, one of the customers is makes an attempt to get assistance in the midst of this.
Why you keep coming up here? I'm pulling out of here. Yeah, whatever. I'm the one that gets shot. Man, you want to show homeboy. You gonna get shot at your homeboy. Then you be telling my stuff because you're actually saying. And what did I say? Can you stop? What did I say? Did I say something? I ain't the one. You can stop all that shit. You can stop all that shit because I'm not gonna go back and forth with you about what I know. But like I said, tomorrow y'all should be saying that you want to try to say something. You know what? Tomorrow I got to tell you that he's not gonna manage the bro.
Hey, yo, real quick though, while y'all having y'all conversation, I 02 cents the removal joint.
It should be around too.
It is? Alright, appreciate it, my boy.
It's out too?
Yeah, this too.
I mean, at least the staff, when asked, actually did help the customer a little bit by at least pointing to the direction they need to go. Usually you'd want to actually take them to the thing because, you know, they might not quite understand where you're referencing, yada, yada, yada. But I suppose you're too distracted in the argument that you're in the midst of in order to actually do that properly. My guess is there's probably no manager around or anything, because I would be surprised if there was a manager or some boss around that they never stepped in to attempt to stop this, because it's just kind of a bad look to have your two employees who are at the front just arguing and screaming at each other like that. Doesn't exactly create a welcoming atmosphere for people to come and do their shopping in. In this clip's emotions are running very high, considering that we're seemingly almost 24 hours into a massive flight delay, and ultimately a couple snaps at some of the workers of the airport, to the point where, well, cops need to get involved to attempt to de-escalate it.
You know, we're the patient. Yeah, of course. Yeah, if you get enough views, these people are acting like morons. I don't want that girl to pick me up though.
They won't say those that are being disrespectful.
Yeah, shoot. I don't want to get shot. I don't want to get shot. I know. Yeah, we all have.
So what are we going to do the first choice of?
I'd rather just...
What do you wait for another flight?
Thank you. That took a minute.
Hey, who's hey? Get out of here. What are you hating? What are you hating? What? I don't have to. I didn't do anything wrong. You're in the airport. So what? Okay, you nigga, come on. Are you crazy, bro? Are you crazy? No, they can't touch me. I didn't touch you. You don't give me money. Come on. Hey, Al, have some respect. Have some respect. All right, let me record it. Let me go live. You want to do that? I'll go live. Yeah. You can't do no, stop. They can't do nothing to me. I didn't do nothing. You're not being illegal. I paid for that. Move. Yeah, control him. The way he pulled up. It's not been that professional since 5 a.m. No, they don't. Understand that?
They're trying to de-escalate.
I'm not from here. That's why. Move back. Move back before handcuffs. Move back. No, they don't come now. Move back.
Look, I get it. I genuinely do. It sucks. Like, you've probably had things planned to do this day that now you've just spent wasting away in an airport for a flight to go to somewhere else, to Las Vegas, from my understanding of what the context of this was, and it's just ended up that, nope, flight got canned for, like, delayed for almost 24 hours, and from my understanding, it ultimately got cancelled too for everyone here. So yeah, emotions are going to be running high. People are going to be upset, people are going to be angry, but screaming and yelling at the workers is not going to help anyone. They are hopefully trying their best to alleviate this current situation, to find a way to fix it, considering how horribly it's all gone wrong. And screaming and shouting at them isn't going to make them fix it faster. Heck, it's more likely going to distract them or make them be a bit slower about it, because, you know, they've just had to deal with someone going off at them and saying that, oh, but I've done nothing wrong, you can't do shit to me. It's like, to a point you've just harassed workers at an airport. Like, there's certain rules you kind of got to follow to a certain degree, and here you're very clearly, blatantly crossing them. But, you know, the police actually make an attempt to de-escalate things. Unfortunately, the clip ends there, so I wonder what happened next. Here we have a Karen who, well, the ultimate entitlement of a Karen who just thinks it's okay to leave their dog crap in someone's yard. Here's a clip.
I'm currently sitting in my car waiting for this lady to come back, because why this lady be walking her dog, she always leave the dog shite in my yard. Hey, excuse me. Hey. Didn't I ask you not to do that before?
What?
Didn't I ask you not to leave your dog stuff right there before? In my yard?
That is the community grass.
That's not...
Because that's where the dog will poop. I'm not carrying it.
Why you can't carry it with you?
Huh?
Why can't you carry it with you?
Because I don't want to smell it.
You're not going to smell it. It's fresh here all out here. You're walking, it's down here. Are you putting it by your nose?
I smell it. It's fresh poop.
But I asked you already one other time not to leave it in my yard. And you say you wouldn't leave it in my yard anymore.
I don't leave it over there. I leave it over there.
This is all a part of my yard.
I'm sorry that you feel that way.
Yeah,
okay.
So don't let it happen again.
I don't want to smell it when I'm walking my dog. I just don't want to smell it. I'm sorry, but when you go walking a dog, you make the decision to clean up after your dog if it so happens to crap outside of your yard. It doesn't matter whose yard it is. Doesn't matter if it's a random paddock in the middle of nowhere. You should still clean up after your dog. It's just basic. It's just common decency. You don't need to be an ass about it. Actually, if you're in the middle of a paddock in the middle of nowhere and no one else goes, whatever, I don't think it cares that much. But like a footpath here, even if it's the quote community grass, you still shouldn't leave it there. Like, there's a reason why there's literally things that attach to the leash that has bags and hand sanitizer on it. It is literally a thing you should be doing. Because, pick up after your dog. Don't leave crap on the fucking grass or footpath so someone else will accidentally step on it when they don't realize it's there. It's just so entitled. Here we have a very interesting thing that occurred at an airport where basically it seems like the customer said something towards this, the air staff employee here just was a bit rude. And the staff decides to be a bit bold about it, takes down their boarding number and moves on and goes off for them a little. Here's the clip.
Show me your boarding pass.
Alright, so this Spirit employee was very offended because this lady said something rude to her. I think she's taking it a little too far though. I think she's going to prevent her from being on the plane, which I think is it's a little bit of an abuse.
I want to see the boarding pass.
I will not miss my flight because of you.
I think you're just taking it a little too extreme. Oh. Wow, what did you say to her? She's very upset. Wow. Wow. I don't know. I'm guessing that, she said 2 at the end? Oh, that means that she said it to her first. Oh, okay, well, good. Well, there you go.
Based upon the puzzle pieces that we get given in this clip, I'm going to assume that it's something along the lines of F you was said to that employee. And first off, be nice to people. Just don't be a dick, especially to employees. They get paid to do this job, yes, but they have to deal with multiple people along the lines of that. It's just not worth annoying them more about it. But I think the second thing here, if this staff member did actually go and get her flight canned, like her position on the flight cancelled, I just want to say that is ridiculously stupid and was absolutely unnecessary. Yes, she was rude to you. You have a right to be upset about that. But going as far as getting someone's flight cancelled over a few words is ridiculously way too far. Like, that's just beyond stupid. Especially considering most flights cost hundreds of dollars to get there and then hundreds of dollars to get back. Again, this depends on where you're flying, how far the flight is, but it's not cheap to get a flight somewhere. And canceling their current one is ridiculous because either they now have to find a way to get a refund of the flight that you cancelled for a very over-the-top reason, or B, they have to pay exorbitantly overcosted prices to get another flight out the same day. But I suppose this is one of those things where just treat people nicely, especially employees. Even if they're assholes to you, you just move on. Don't respond with the same aggressiveness they give to you, because otherwise things like this can happen. Here we've got a guy who has a very interesting way of treating people in a supermarket.
Go ahead. Lay your hand. Lay your hand on me. Lay your hand. Lay your hand. See what happens. Lay your hand. That's all I'm asking. Lay your hand. Get the out of my store. That ain't your store, bitch.
Dakota, please don't. We're about to have a baby.
It would be a problem. Hey, it ain't gonna be my problem. If he lays hands on me, it's self-defense, so that's perfectly fine. Yeah, you can get your ass kicked. Or you could try. Out of my store. You ain't gonna do shit. Wow, there you go. Big man. Big man. Bye, sluts. Big man.
Does this guy even work here? He doesn't look like he's in uniform. It looks like he was doing some shopping at the end there, and then just decides to... the guy near the camera said something of sorts. I wouldn't have a clue, because we don't get much information of prior to the clip, but it's just funny how this guy comes up, goes like, I'm gonna hit you. Yeah, you'll get wrecked, buddy, but you can see his fingers are flicking around a lot, like you can tell he's nervous. He actually doesn't want to do this, and he really wants the other guy to swing first so he can get out of whatever mess he just put himself in. But that's not how that works, buddy. He did get the last word in, though, by calling those girls sluts, which is... pathetic, honestly. Like, that's your form of a comeback? Like, that's just, I don't know, stupid. Here we have someone who some might call a Karen, others might call a hero, because, you know, fast food restaurants do truly be a bit stingy when it comes to giving you sauces, but nevertheless, it's kind of funny. Here's the clip.
If I spend my money, I need to get what the I deserve.
Yeah, I'll call you back now.
Look, sorry ass bitch gonna try and hold me.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Is this sauce coming out your pocket? Do y'all got more of this sauce laying around? Because I'm looking at a shitload. The little sorry ass bitch in drive-thru told me y'all didn't have any more sauce. I'm talking to that bitch right there, yes. Bitch wants to tell me that there was no more sauce, and I'm looking at a shitload of sauce. You trifling patty bitch. Bro. That don't make no sense. I spent my money. I should be able to get more than one sauce. Can somebody give me some sauce, please? Yes, I can. Thank you, boo.
What do you mean you have no sauce? I can see a bucket full of sauce right there. You just gotta give me some of them. That's funny. Yes, the other workers don't deserve to be yelled at this, but, like, at the same time... like, this is just kind of funny. If I was behind the counter there, I would genuinely be laughing at the sheer stupidity of this one. Because it's like, yeah, I get it. It's a bit of an over-the-top yelling over some saws. But at the same time, it's kind of funny that another worker decides to say, oh, I don't have any more sauce to give you, sorry. And then it turns out that, oh yeah, there's a crap ton just there. Whoopsie daisy. I don't know, life's more fun when you take things like this at a chuckle rather than anger, you know? Here we are at a kids' sports match where seemingly at some point either the referee started going off at some of the people in the crowd or the person in the crowd decides to go off at the referee first. I'm not 100% sure how we got to this state here. Either way, they're having a bit of a tissy-hissy fit between each other and it explodes into this.
You want me to stand up? I want to know your name. My name is, I was sitting here and I called you on a bad call.
Hey.
You're leaving a call here. And then you came over here and told me I gotta leave.
Yes, you're leaving. I need you to go outside the fence. I need you to just go outside the fence, please.
And you know that's crazy.
I know, but it's happened to me before. But just please go outside the fence. 40 seconds.
I'm right here, bro.
No,
if you step over here, you're going to jail.
Please.
Bruh. You got called on a bad call.
No, I'm doing my job.
No, you're not doing your job. Your job is to referee this game, not the parents.
Get out. Coach, I want to know his name. I want to know his name.
I'll tell you my name. Hold on. I'll tell you my name. Okay.
Oh, really? That's right. We put up with this kind of crap every game, and we're not going to put up with it.
Go the referee for standing up for himself. I still don't know why we got here, but hey, we're over now. I mean, yeah, it's kind of an expected thing. Like, I don't think the referee's going to be willing to put up with shit from people in the crowd, especially if their parents are the people playing the game. It's just like, you're there to watch your kids play the game, not to be the referee of the game. You're there to watch. Let the referee do their thing. If they do something wrong and stupid, then fair enough to some degree, but maybe, I don't know. I'm not too experienced when it comes to just being in events like this and watching them. I don't know how things roll. It's just one of those things that maybe just don't be an asshole to another referee. The referee definitely didn't help the situation there at the end there by going off at him as well, but, you know, it be what it be. Here we have a mother expressing very reasonable concern when she spots someone else in the park just filming her kids for some reason.
Is there a law against it?
No, but you're not going to film my children.
If I shouldn't do it, there should be a law against it.
Don't film my children, sir.
Call the law. You want to call them?
Sure.
If there's not a law against it, guess what they're going to tell you?
You
You're
need
in
to
public,
go.
you stupid
You need to
kids.
go.
You're in public. You're in public.
My children are here, sir.
You're in public.
But why are you filming children? Why are you filming children?
I wanted to see him go down the hill, that little guy.
Right, and you can watch him without filming him.
Look, it's not illegal for you to be filming the kids. It's just very weird and a bit creepy and a bit weird for you to do that. I said weird twice, but that's just because that's that weird. And also, just because it's not illegal doesn't mean that people have to accept that you're doing it. They can also go off at you for doing so because, you know, it's creepy. It's weird. Why are you doing that? It makes no sense. This next clip here is, the best way to say this is very, very loaded. Here we seem to see the boiling over point between a conflict between a daughter and their mother's new boyfriend. Again, I'll point this out. This is loaded. I'll get back to you afterwards.
You're living in a drama and you can't face reality.
Don't touch my mom!
You need to be committed. You need to be put in a hospital.
God! You know who needs to be put in a hospital? You with your alcohol problem and your weed! Where the are your kids? Where the are your kids? Because they're not here!
Call the police right now.
Go downstairs.
Call the police! I don't need to be around this mental institution.
Shut up! Good, Mom. Good.
Yeah, you're out of your mind.
Thank you. Thank you.
Call them. I'm calling 911 right now.
Go ahead. Oh, this is what you wanted, Mom. Speak up, Rebecca. Speak up. Speak up, Rebecca. Speak up. Sit silent. I'm a patient. Speak up.
I will not stoop to your level. You are unbelievably unreasonable. There's something up there that I don't understand.
Really?
You know what? But I don't care.
That's funny. You don't care?
Look, you couldn't make it in L.A.
Michael!
That knocked off of your
Good, Mom.
resume.
Good, Mom.
Get downstairs.
Good, Mom.
Get to good, Mom. Good, Mom. Michael, good, Mom.
What are you, child?
Yeah, I'm acting just like
Michael.
you. You talk about acting like a child?
Good.
You are a child. I'm telling you get to grow up.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Joanne, I'm calling the cops.
Please call the cops. Please call them.
Michael, go downstairs.
This is what you wanted, Mom. You say keep your mouth shut.
I'm done.
You're done with what? This is what you asked me to do.
Michael.
We voluntarily want you in our life.
Here she goes. Sorry. This is
No.
911 time.
It's my house. I live here.
No, I live here.
It is not your house.
What are you, 7? Are you serious?
How old are you, Rebecca?
Is this funny to you? Because I'm not laughing.
Rebecca, you don't show your age in any regard.
Okay, I didn't make it in LA.
Accomplishments or getting your ass out of the bed in the morning.
Okay.
And doing something.
Okay.
For yourself.
All right.
You don't do anything.
Okay, I don't do anything. Thank you. You're not my dad, and your kids don't come around. So evidently, your kids don't like you either.
Go downstairs. You get the outside.
Oh, good. You want me to do this
done with
outside?
both of you.
I did not do anything in this situation.
You did not do anything.
You asked me to do this. You said
know what?
speak up.
People
you said
are
speak
dying all over the place. You said speak up. I'm a failure. I didn't do anything in a mental hospital.
Get the
Oh, I'm gonna leave.
Your father's here.
I'm gonna leave.
Come on, man.
I didn't do anything.
I understand. I'm okay. Come on.
He told me I'm a failure. I didn't do anything in LA. I don't act in my own age. I'm a loser. I'll never amount to anything. He's calling the cops on me. This is in my house, so it doesn't matter.
All right. Back up.
He pushed my mom all around.
All right, let's just leave back up.
I'm not leaving. I don't have any of my stuff.
All right, we'll get your stuff.
Go get your stuff.
We'll get your stuff. We'll get your stuff.
This is what she wanted. She pushed it on me. No, she said, this is what she said. She said, you never say anything. Go ahead, say something. You never say anything. Go ahead, say something. Everybody says, why don't you say anything back? Why don't you say anything back? Because I failed in LA. I'll never do anything with my life. I'm mental head. I belong in a hospital.
Everybody's
You like hearing that? That's what you're gonna
Becca, stop.
Enough.
Enough.
Let's go back. Let's
Come on.
I wish he would have put his hands on me.
You from my sisters.
Wow. I don't really know where to start with this one, but I think the first thing I just want to point out, I don't ever get the people that choose their new partner over their child. I get it. You love this person that you've now met, and there might be a connection there you haven't had neons, yada, 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 yada. But this is your child, your own blood. You created them. Like, surely, even no matter how evil they become in certain circumstances, you still give a about them to some degree. You still care about them to some degree. We've seen it with, like, people who are parents to someone who ended up being a serial killer. You see how much it hurts them. Like, for example, something recent that happened in Australia. There was a guy who, a 40-year-old guy who has been mentally unstable, who went on a bit of a stabbing spree in a Westfield shopping centre down in New South Wales. The news managed to do an interview with his parents, and you can tell how much, in spite of what their son's become, what their son ended up doing in the end, how much they still cared, how much their son's still mean to them in spite of everything. Because, you know, it's one of those things. It's not a connection you break. Yet there's people who are also like this, who seemingly will let their new boyfriend get in continuous fights with their child and do extremely petty, ridiculous stuff like this and still defend them. She's not happy with her boyfriend, but she'd rather kick out her daughter than her new partner. That says a lot to me. The fact that you're willing to kick out your daughter first and foremost over your partner in spite of everything. Like, and just sifting through this clip, it becomes a little... It's a thing I think is a little clear that seemingly there obviously is tension between the mother and daughter to some degree that's come from some place. Whether it be because of her new partner, whom is, well, we've seen the clip here, how it is, and how she expressed to her daughter, like, just say something. You just never say anything. Blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada. And now it's caused this huge blowout. It's a lot to unpack. Like I said, that clip was like a loaded shotgun. It was a loaded clip, a lot to unpack, and honestly, I don't have the ability to properly unpack. This guy here is the epitome of an entitled Kevin who has no soul, because you see, he saw a memorial to someone who died, potentially I'm assuming in a car crash at this location, in one of those grass strips in the middle of the road, and decides to pick all the flowers and memorial materials and calls it garbage. Here's a clip.
It's not.
I don't care.
Put it down. Because guess what? Now we got your face. We'll call the cops and they'll come arrest you for stealing.
For stealing what? It was abandoned garbage.
No, they know it's here.
Garbage.
The cops know it's here.
It's abandoned garbage.
No, it's not.
It's abandoned.
What the is it bothering you, huh?
It's abandoned
What's it bothering you?
I don't want this pile of shit every time we come into our neighborhood.
It's not shit.
Yes, it is.
It's not. Okay, so if this is a problem, what about the one down the street?
I don't live down there.
It doesn't
I
matter.
don't live down there.
Put it down.
I don't want your
Put it
garbage
down.
pile.
Put it down. It's not your shit to take. Put it down. Thank you.
I don't want your garbage pile.
It's not
Take your garbage pile.
Goodbye.
Go to the
Goodbye.
cemetery. Go
Goodbye.
to the cemetery. Go
Goodbye.
put flowers at the cemetery.
Goodbye.
Go down to the hospital. I don't
Goodbye.
care.
This isn't for you. Goodbye.
It's
Goodbye.
not your property.
And it's not yours either.
It's not
the
yours
state.
either.
We called the police district. They're fine with it. If you got an issue, call them.
I will.
All right, go ahead. Call them. Go ahead,
And we'll
because
be here
they
waiting
know.
for the SWAT to pull, or for the unit to pull up.
SWAT.
We'll wait for the unit to pull up. Go call.
You can't
Go
put
call
open
them. Yes, I
things.
can.
That's
Yes,
to
I
a pile
can.
of garbage.
Yes, I can. It's not a pile of garbage. It's for our friend. Go call them.
It's not.
It's
Goodbye.
a pile of garbage to you, but it's not to us. So if we were doing it on your property, you gotta say, but you don't.
You don't.
The state does. So if you got a problem with it, call the 8th district and ask for Chris. Because that's who I spoke to this morning.
All right, I will.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm just sitting here just a little lost for this one, if I'm completely honest. I genuinely don't get why this person thinks this is cool to do. It's like, oh, this is garbage, gotta get rid of it. First off, it's the medium strip in the middle of the road, it's the state's property, and if the police and all that are a-okay with it, then what the hell are you doing? Genuinely speaking, 9 times out of 10, most people will never care about something along these lines. Heck, here in Australia, like here where I live, around the corner, there's been a memorial on one of the trees off the side of the street. It's been there for, I would say, a good 2 to 3 years. Flowers get replaced on there semi-regularly, and it's been there. No one's gotten rid of it because, you know, we understand why it's there. This is where someone died in a car crash, and this is just a tribute to them where they had their last breath of life. Like, taking down this type of stuff, I genuinely don't get how you don't see that as an issue and how you just see it as garbage. Like, if that's how you treat other people's emotions, then oh boy, I would not want to be your child. I can only imagine what potential horror they will go through with you. Like, I hate to make that type of assumption, but this is how you treat something like this. I legitimately cannot imagine how you are as a person outside of this. Seriously. And I see the hooligan jumper on one of the girls, and I'm just like, is this her partner's hooligan jumper, or is it just hers? And if it's hers, then oh boy, she's had a tough year so far then. Here's a fun one. We've got another security guard who seemingly goes on a bit of a power trip, assuming someone stole, even though they didn't. Here's what happened.
I'm glad you're recording. Don't touch me. Move. Don't touch me.
I'm an outdoor police officer.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me, sir.
Bye.
Get your manager.
She's the manager.
Get your manager. What happened?
You didn't pay.
Show me I didn't pay.
It's right there.
What's right there? My receipt that I paid?
Yeah, it wasn't completed.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't.
How? If I left?
I saw it with my own two
How?
eyes.
How?
Yeah.
Explain to me how
I said go finish
it
pay.
wasn't completed if I've
complete.
already left and it was already
Yeah,
paid.
it wasn't
How?
paid.
Explain it to me and you put your hands on me. How?
I did.
It literally said thank you for shopping.
How?
No, after I left. I told him.
How?
You don't have to be on my face like
No.
that.
You pushed me.
I know I did.
Get your manager.
She's right there.
Get your boss.
She's
Put
right
your
there.
hands on me and I pay for my shit.
Right.
You up.
I didn't
up and you know it.
Bro,
There's no reason why I could not have paid if I already left. You up.
No.
You up.
I'm looking at the machine. I'm looking at the machine.
And that's a procedure, you know that. You could
I
have
know.
checked before. So he isn't his right to be this upset because
I know,
you have
that's
no
fine.
right.
I'm looking at the machine,
So
bro.
can you apologize
And I
first?
said-
Before of all, can you apologize?
I could apologize, yes.
Can you apologize right now?
I have my right, which is I'm
Are
saying
you
I saw.
I don't hear you
I don't
apologizing.
need to
yet.
apologize just because you're forcing me to.
Bro, you just did something wrong, you know.
I saw the machine and it said the
What
payment
did it
is
say?
complete.
Because when I
says
saw
pay
you,
now.
I looked right here and it said thank you for shopping
It
with
says
us.
pay now.
You
I'm
could have
telling you,
come
like,
and
hey,
checked before doing that.
I'm looking at the
You're in
machine.
wrong, bro. And I like, is
Anyway,
manager
she's
gonna
right
do
there.
anything about it?
She's right there, bro.
Exactly.
She's right there.
Yeah. Like we were all here and we saw it. And you're still not apologizing. That's a problem. You're still. Why is that a problem? You did something wrong. When people do something wrong, they apologize. That's how life is.
I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Right.
And put
We
his
come
hands
back.
on him.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know. I understand that. We came back and now I have the receipt. That's fine.
And
I'm
you're still
sorry.
not apologizing.
But initially, I saw the machine and I said, hey, let's go back.
You're not allowed to use
No, he's not. He's not.
You're not supposed to touch
He's
anybody,
not.
so you're dead wrong. You can call the cops on you.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. You can.
So you're not going to apologize? You're just okay with doing that?
I just told him that.
What? You said that? What? I didn't hear apologizing.
Initially, we saw the machine.
I want his manager. I want his boss, man.
That's fine.
No, he should just get his name and complain to his security company.
You can talk to Sean. He's right below the turn manager. He's right there. Sean is right there. Sean is right there.
Okay, and what are you gonna do about it?
Are you the manager?
Hi.
Give me my receipt.
7?
My receipt's right here.
That's fine. You're good.
No, it's not. It's fast. I'm good. The man put his hands on me, snatched my food on my
And he
hands.
does not want to apologize for it. He did it right in front of us, in front of kids.
Well, let me. You
Yeah,
already
no,
called
like-
Kevin up, right?
I feel like we should do something about it.
I'm calling my boss up, right?
No, yeah, you should.
I swear, most security guards are either one of two people. They're either retired police officers who just want an easier job but still want to continue to do what they did beforehand, or it's people who failed to become a police officer who still want to be somewhat high in that authority and want to be able to have that type of power, but you know, they failed to make it there, so they're a security guard instead. And I feel like this guy's the latter. Like, pushing him... like, that's just insane. Seriously. Like, you live in America, the land of I'm going to sue you because you touched me type deal. At least that's the impression I get sometimes with the amount of lawsuits that get thrown around with some of these things. But it's just like one of those things. It's like, buddy, if you assume they stole, okay, I get it, that can be a thing. But ripping the food from their hands and pushing them is a no-go, bud. That's not how you handle these type of situations. That's wild and stupid. I hope he got fired or something because, geez, that's just insane. Actually, scratch that. Let's hope our man behind the camera here decided to take this guy to court and get a bit more money out of him. It probably wouldn't have been worth it if I'm honest. But hey, it would have been funny. This Karen walks out after not paying for a hairdo.
You literally still have to pay me, ma'am.
I have not paid.
No, like literally, do you not realize though that you gave me?
Me to my car.
I am, because how are you? You're teaching your daughter this right now?
I'm not paying $5.43 for it all over black color like that.
Dude, your hair is down to your butt. How do you not expect it to be over? Are you kidding? Okay, that's fine. Got your car and everything.
IQ level 100 over here. No, 300. She did not pay for the hair dye and did not get in trouble, right? $500 service. That's not actually that bad, all things considered, if it's a whole hair dye. And trying to get it like that, that's, I think, big enough the police might actually do something. I don't know. You ever have a Karen screaming and shouting in Walmart?
So what? I won't.
Yes.
I won't. I absolutely will not lower my voice because you're not my mother.
No, but I can kick you out the store.
Well, go ahead. Who you gonna hurt? Me or Walmart?
Come on, sweetheart.
You alright? Yeah, I'm good. I ain't gonna do that. I'm good. All I ask is to let me out. That's all I ask. Right there. Thanks. I'm sorry, baby.
I appreciate the de-escalation, sir.
Can I help you?
Can I help you?
Can I help you?
Can I help you?
Say anything to you.
No, you looked at me.
I'm looking at the cat.
No, you looked at me.
I'm looking at
Shut
you.
up. Get out my face.
No, me out.
Get out my face. What?
My first Karen, bro.
I know.
I'm part of Walmart security.
Okay, well get out my face. Don't man me.
She meant that for everybody.
You don't know what.
There's so much room, bro. Literally, we got the car right here. Yeah, she hitting her car all day down here.
You get told that someone's child is sleeping, so your opinion is to start screaming and yelling at the top of your lungs. When Walmart employees come and tell you, like, hey, can you just go? Like, you don't need to be here anymore, and you tell them to shut up and get out of your face. It's just like, what an entitled asshole. Legitimately, nothing more to it than that. You are an entitled bitch who should just go. Like, what the fuck? Is it that hard for you just to talk in a normal voice and not scream at the top of your lungs at people? Is it really that hard? Like, seriously? Wow. Here we've got the classic cliche. We're on the plane and a baby starts crying, and then what's the response of someone else? Oh, to start yelling for some reason.
No! Let's be rational. Hold on. You want to be rational? No. Don't tell me what the let's be rational. We are in a tin can with a baby in a goddamn echo chamber, and you want to talk to me about being okay? Okay, because you're yelling. So is the baby. Okay, so you're a man. Did that pay extra to yell? Okay. No. So, you and shut up. No. This starts with me now. I don't give a. You were sitting there watching that baby cry for 45. Okay. This shit didn't have nothing to do with nothing. Lower your voice. Lower that baby's voice. Okay. I think grown ass man. It's all good. What happened? I'm sorry, y'all. It's me. I'm sorry. I'm tripping.
I'll stop yelling if you shut the baby up. It's okay, I'm just going to level with you here, buddy. So you're comparing your yelling, your nonsensical yelling that is really unnecessary, to a baby crying. Are you a child? Is that what you're trying to tell us here? That you are a literal baby and that's why you want to yell at the top of your voice and scream like an idiot on a plane, and you won't stop doing that until the baby stops being a baby? Buddy, maybe take a moment to think about what you said and realize that, isn't that a bit childish? Just a bit? Just a teensy weensy bit? Here we enter the Big Apple, where we see some parking shenanigans that causes people to get in a massive kerfuffle and fight over it. And then we have this person who is trying to get to their meeting, so they're trying to get everyone just to move.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. You gonna touch a woman? Are you serious right now? I am serious, actually. Oh, you gonna hit a woman? Yeah, you know what? Right now. You're breaking the law. Yeah, you know what?
Don't.
I know it's not. Go talk to her. Somebody going to talk. I'm a guy here too. Don't move the car. Lady, let's go. I got mad too. Come on. It's Halloween. I got a meeting now. You gotta know where to go. That's your problem. Come on. All right, let's go. Good. DJ.
That white truck ain't gonna do it.
No. I'm finding your car. Move your car! Right, move your car. Move it 1 foot! Move it!
Live in a city as big and as populous as something like New York, at a certain point I just wonder, why do you still bother driving around in a car? Like, surely it takes longer to get around by car at certain points than it would just to get on a bike to ride to work, or heck, if you're really that lazy, get an electric bike, an electric scooter. As long as you're not a twat on an electric scooter, you'll be fine. It cuts off like 2/3 of the time you would take to walk. Like, it's one of those things where it's just like, at a certain point, when you live in a city that is as dense as this and has as many people as this, why are you still driving around when things like this probably happen on a very regular basis? Though I love the attitude the woman's coming in with. It's just like, get your shit together. Other people have places to be. Get back in your car. Just move along. It's not worth it. Oh man, what a clip. I've got another loaded clip for you, and by loaded I mean everything this time around. There's a lot of different references to what I would be calling this clip loaded for. First off, you can see the loaded wall of text. If you want to read the entire thing and have the details, you can pause the video now and read the thing, but just for a gist of things, the person with the paperwork, she is a social worker and also a Karen. She's a social worker that takes kids away from other people. Basically what happened before this is that her daughter worked at this ice cream shop. At some point, she sent over a bunch of disrespectful messages to the owner of this ice cream shop, the person behind the camera, and long story short, basically thought that maybe she's not fit for this position anymore. Anyhow, the social worker, the Karen, has come in to harass the store over firing her daughter. Here's the clip.
Okay. I got a picture of it and I'll send it to the work study teacher.
No, you need to sign it right here. She needs it to be signed.
I'll get it to the work study teacher.
No, it needs to be signed.
Once it's reviewed by Mr. Warren, it'll be signed.
It needs to be signed. You've always signed them. There's
Once
no
I
difference
can
today.
review it,
There's
I'll
no
sign
difference
it.
today. It needs to be signed like you always have. Nothing should change.
I'll get it signed into the teacher.
It needs to be signed. An original wet signature. Is that
Okay.
something that you can't understand?
We're gonna get it.
No, it needs to be signed. I don't think you understand. Wet signature, piece of paper. All it takes is your signature on a pen, with a pen.
Okay, we'll get it signed into the teacher and review. We will. We always do, and we will.
I don't trust you. When you can't even face my daughter and fire her in
to her
person.
right now.
You couldn't even face her. You didn't have balls to face her and tell her you were firing her because you were chicken shit. Couldn't admit that you were wrong and that you wanted to be a passive aggressive bitch and you wanted to bully an 18-year-old sweet girl.
She's very sweet.
Yes. But you didn't have balls to admit that you were wrong.
She's
That you asked
very
her about
sweet.
Wednesday, scheduled her for Tuesday, when Tuesday was never a discussion because she's never been able to work on Tuesdays.
She's very sweet.
You assumed that you could just schedule her whenever because she was on spring break.
No.
I hope you guys realize what a passive-aggressive bitch you're dealing with because she used to talk shit about you, Holly, all the time. How crappy you were, how you couldn't do the ice cream. But then the minute she's mad at Kaylani, she wants to praise you. Just let you know. I hope you feel good about yourself. Bullying
Never have
an
done that.
18-year-old, sweet 18-year-old girl.
Never have
I hope
done
you
that.
feel good about it.
Never
Karma's
have done that.
a bitch.
Never have done that.
Karma's a bitch.
Never have done
I
that.
hope heart palpitations go well for you because karma's a bitch. Let's go, Kaylani.
You know, what's described in that wall of text and the footage we got here is a very different story. It's still the person in front of the camera, the lady going off about her daughter being fired, definitely still is a bit of an ass hat to a very heavy degree, especially considering it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, Holly, she's talking shit about you. She's just talking shit about you. She's only praising you now because she fired my daughter. She's that much of a passive-aggressive bitch. It's like, really? Is that really how you want to go down with this type of thing? That's not what you do. Especially if that's just a straight up lie. Like, if you've got no way to prove that being a thing whatsoever, why would you do this type of thing? That is ridiculously stupid to any degree. Seriously. That was just nonsensically crazy. Here we have an interesting clip. Basically, this person has put their clothes into the wash in the communal laundry. Anyway, a little bit later, when it's done, she's come down about 10-ish minutes later, and it turns out that someone shoved her clothes into the dryer with someone else's clothes. And well, here she is now confronting that person.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Excuse me?
Are actually on top of the machine.
Yeah, okay, I'll come back.
Are you the one who moved my stuff?
Yeah, I've had my stuff moved before.
Okay, but you put my stuff in a dryer with someone else's clothes. You're talking about you had your shit moved before. I don't know nothing about that. That has nothing to do with me. If you had a problem with someone moving your stuff, you should have waited to confront them the way that I've waited for you to confront you. But I'm pretty sure, because I moved your shit 2 hours ago and you're just now coming to check on it, so you probably weren't here fast enough, A. B, I'm sure if someone moved your shit, they didn't put it in a dryer with someone else's stuff. Like, common sense, if you must move someone's stuff, at least put it on top of the dryer. people with normal decorum and decency, that's what they would do. Who raised you? Like, the fact that I have to stand here and tell you this is blowing me. That's common sense. It's less than 10 minutes late, so like that's kind of ridiculous, and it's really dirty. So if you could not do that, that would be great.
I gotta be immediately honest here. I've basically got next to no experience with a communal laundry. I've literally only had to deal with it once about a year ago when I was down at PAX Oz in last year, where I sat there in the laundry on the seat for like the entire time it took to wash and dry the clothes because, you know, it states in the rules to do that. But hey, again, that's just because I don't have this experience. I don't know what this is like, and yada yada yada. I do think it's a bit silly to shove clothes from one washing machine and then just shove it in a dryer where there's other clothes already and put it on, or just shove it in there because you probably would have had to pay to put it on most likely. I don't know how communal laundromats work inside of an apartment complex to a certain degree. Like, wouldn't there be a basket there for that person's clothes or something along those lines? You don't just shove it with some other pile of clothes that you don't know if it's theirs or not, because now you've just mixed their clothes up. And that's just annoying. It's just annoying. You could have just left it on top of the dryer or on top of the wash, or usually you'd hope there'd be a basket maybe. I don't know. Putting it with someone else's crap's a bit stupid though. You've got an interesting interaction between someone who got pulled over by a police officer. There seemingly is some form of previous interaction that these two have had with each other, leading to a very intriguing traffic stop here. Here's the clip.
Can I help you? Why are you pulling me over?
So put your car in drive.
It's in park.
Okay, put it.
How can I help you?
You have
no.
Yeah, you're not in control of him. Show me your driver's license.
No, sir.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, you are going to show me your
Why
driver's
do I need to show you my license?
Make sure you have a valid license.
Why am I being pulled over, sir?
Quit interrupting.
This is going live right now.
Okay,
you are
that's
being.
fine.
Why am
so
I?
are you? You're being recorded.
Why am I getting pulled over?
Provide your driver's license to me, or put it on the window. I'm not talking to you.
You don't need
Passenger, roll your window down.
No.
Roll your window down.
He doesn't need to, sir.
I'm not talking to you. Okay?
He does not need to.
I'm not talking to you.
He does not. Please call your supervisor right now.
He's here.
Where is he?
He's here.
Please identify yourself, your badge number.
He's here.
Where is he? Sir, please, can I talk to you over here? Are you the same guy that showed up to my house where your son hit my vehicle?
How don't you tell me? I don't know anything about that.
You don't? You're on camera at my house, knocking on the door saying your son hit my vehicle.
Okay.
Is that you? What's your name?
You tell me.
Identify. Are you Clay Michael Saunders?
I'm Detective
Saunders.
That's correct.
Okay. You have a daughter named Kaylee and a son? Huh?
No.
What's your son's name?
You don't have to worry about that.
Okay. Please provide your supervisor. No, sir.
Yeah, he's
Call
here.
your supervisor.
I just told you he's
Sir,
here.
Can I please see you over here? Are you the supervisor? Why am I being pulled over?
Yeah, you need to relax.
You're being recorded. Am I being detained?
So are you.
Am I being detained?
Yeah, you're being stopped.
Why?
You see the lights behind you? It's a traffic stop.
Why?
Because you're being stopped.
Are you a traffic police?
You need to give your ID or else it's going to be a different outcome here for you.
No, it's not.
You need to identify yourself.
No, he does not.
I'm not talking to you.
Then,
okay?
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Please provide your supervisor here. Who's your supervisor? What's his name? Do I need to call the sheriff's office right now? You're doing something illegal. I know what you are. You're a crooked police officer. Last year you were reprimanded. Right or wrong? You had a written reprimand.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. It's okay. You're being recorded.
How many more times are you going to say that? So are you.
Call your supervisor.
Huh?
Am I being detained? Can I go?
No, absolutely.
What was the traffic infraction?
No, you can absolutely.
What was the traffic infraction?
You were failing.
I was not speeding.
You absolutely were.
Where's the radar?
Okay, it's in my car. My car's calibrated. Is your car calibrated?
Yes, it is.
So you're being stopped right now for that traffic violation. You're going to be detained while we conduct this stop. Do you understand?
Okay. I'll show you my driver's license.
Thank you.
First question first, is the police officer's car actually calibrated, or is he just saying that to try and get the person in the car to admit to speeding? I've seen this tactic before. Like, it's a common thing, like, if it's only a 5k over the here in Australia, it's one of those things where if you're only 5k over the speed limit, you get a speeding ticket, yada yada yada, you could take it to court and you could argue that the police speed radar or whatever they use to measure your speed is probably not calculated correctly because it's not that massive of a difference of a speed. And unfortunately for the police officers, 9 times out of 10 they're either unwilling to provide when the last time X item was actually calibrated, or they just can't be bothered to go through the effort to get that paperwork, so usually those speeding tickets are dropped. If it's over 5k's an hour above the speed limit, you don't try that because it's enough of a difference where it doesn't matter at that point to a high degree and you won't successfully get to do it. It's just interesting to hear this type of argument. It's like, oh, where's your radar? Show it to me. It's like, it's in my car and it's calibrated. Is your car calibrated? It's like, it's just like, it sounds like a guy who's trying to get him to admit that he was speeding just so he can actually do the ticket. Because otherwise, I don't know. It does seem like the first officer does not seem like he's following any protocol whatsoever there, like anything reasonably. Literally got asked, why'd you pull me over? He's like, pulled you over? Why'd you pull me over? And just refused to answer and said wanted to talk to the passenger, even though if we're pulling over the person for speeding, why would you care about the passenger? The passenger's not the one who's driving, it's the one who's driving who's the one who's driving, you know? That's the one you want the license from, right? I don't know. Also, was that a Punisher patch on that guy's clip holder? I mean, enjoy what you want to enjoy, but adorning your police uniform with stuff like that's a bit stupid, ain't gonna lie. Here we have a Karen going off at a bunch of kids' parents because the kids are being too loud whilst having fun and playing outside.
You're getting so upset then if your children are so wonderful.
Because you're walking around here. Let them be kids. They're outside.
Oh, yeah, they're outside. Everywhere I go, they're shrieking kids. I go right back to
Yeah, that's what they're out.
Yeah! Okay, lady! Okay! Everybody has to shriek! Okay! This is the world we live in! Everybody yells!
Get over yourself.
Oh, yeah, well, your kids are shrieking. I heard them way over there.
Kids!
Oh, they're kids. Well, I'm an adult. Can I shriek?
Don't ask me.
Stop it.
You guys.
Oh, there's nowhere that I can get away where there isn't shrieking kids.
I'm sorry.
Everywhere they are.
You feel that way.
Well, it's true, lady.
You are screaming also right now.
Yeah, because your kids are. Why can't I?
You can.
Is it a law that only your kids and these kids can shriek?
Listen, you can scream, but then don't get mad at our kids for shrieking, okay?
Yeah, well, I'm only shrieking because they were.
But they're outside enjoying
Oh, they're outside. Well, why don't you take them inside your house and let them shriek? Or do you not like that?
No,
They do.
Well, then take them back there.
We're just outside for an outing. They don't have school today, ma'am.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to relax. And all I hear is shrieking kids.
Can you come here Tuesday to Friday?
Oh, you see? I have to come at a certain time. Okay, what is your schedule? I can only come at your schedule. I'm sorry, I didn't know you own this place.
No, if you don't want to listen, if you don't want to hear.
Yeah, I know. If I don't want to hear kids, then I gotta wear earphones, right? Because your kids are royalty, and they can do whatever they want. Give them guns. Why don't you let them kill people?
Hey, don't joke about that.
Oh, that's not.
I thought we want kids to be going out there and having the time of their lives, enjoying themselves. I thought that's the point. We want to get them off their screens and all this hazmat crap. But no. To this person, you have to be quiet when you're kids. Even though we all know that's not how that goes. We all understand that kids are loud people, especially when they having fun. They have a tendency to scream for no absolute reason because that's just what kids do. Complaining about kids being loud whilst they're outside having fun is ridiculously stupid. And before the clip cut off there, did you seriously make the comparison like, oh, you may as well give the kids a gun and let them kill people? It's like, what type of comparison is that? Seriously, what stupid nonsense are you on there to think that that's a great comparison when that has absolutely no relation whatsoever there? This clip's a bit of a wild one. So these guys seem to be out here fishing on a pier that looks to be connected to a street community, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, one of the people who lives here comes up and does probably the most insane thing you've ever seen an adult do to a bunch of teenagers.
This is not the great. this is private property. The water you may think is. Guess what? This is private. Thank you for putting stuff on my property.
He took your pulse.
Hey, sir, get that shit back.
It's on my property.
Hey, I'll rock your shit right now. You drop my shit.
Then get off the damn private property.
Drop my shit. Drop my shit. I swear to God, you do that shit, I'm rocking your shit. Swear to God.
Bring your little shit ass here. Come on.
You know me?
Get off the property. Do you hear me? Because you know I've had trouble with this before. Now please go.
You say you're threatening.
I'm not threatening you.
You just threatened me. I didn't touch you. I can call the cops on you right now.
Well, then my apology for it.
No, I know.
Fish.
You're allowing me to fish now because you just threatened me.
Did you just see the sign?
No. Bro. Come here.
No, Wilson, don't waste your time. I got it on recording. Wilson, I got it recording. Wilson, I got it recording. We're going to your dad.
Expect that shit, man. You don't want none of this shit. Yeah. Apologize. You don't touch the minors. You don't touch me. I'm a minor.
I apologize.
No, I'm not gonna shake your hand. You just put your hand on my throat. What's good?
Wilson,
good?
Wilson, don't. Wilson,
no, bro. What's good? You want to touch me? What's good?
Wilson.
I did not.
Yes, I have it. I have it on recording.
What? Get the out of here.
I have it on recording. All.
Bro, you want? Shut your bro. You mouth. All right, bro. No, bro. You want to play?
Fortunately, not long later, police come in and arrest him for, what he did. I got no words for it, if I'm completely honest. The fact that you thought it was a great idea, like you clearly lost some of your control there, and you knew that you f***ed up the moment afterwards because you quickly backed. I was like, oh, I'm sorry about that. I shouldn't have done that. It's like, no, you shouldn't have done that. You should have, the audacity to not only throw one of their fishing rods off the pier, but then when the other guy's upset about it, you go up there, pin him against the pole with your hand around his... that's just insane. Grow up. You're an adult, bro. What is this? Oh, I don't get it. I hope he was charged. That's just insane. Here we got some crazy happenings at a Wingstop.
What? I am, trust that. And I'm gonna call on every last one of you unprofessional. Can't wait to get in my car. What? Make me. You doing all that talking shit, bring your ass from back there again. Shit, talking shit. Shut up, bitch.
I would pick up for Emily.
Been unprofessional all day long up in this. Ordering your food at a certain time. It got like 10 of y'all back here and y'all still can't get it right.
It's always fun when it's just some random person off to the side who watches all this. They just record it. They don't get involved. They just watch the stupidity happen and watch the stupidity leave. And that is it. Nothing more to the story there. Here we got a Karen who's brought her dog into the store to get something done with the dog. Probably some cutting because there's a salon at the back there. Either way, the dog's not behaving as it should, is causing a lot of issues, fighting back, potentially biting, other problems that are being caused. So they've decided to refuse doing the job for this customer here. The customer isn't happy and decides to let out a certain word on her way out.
To my associate, you were cursing her out on the phone and saying that she wasn't capable of doing her job?
Exactly.
No, so let me just be direct. So we're not responsible for her behavior, or what she can tolerate or what she can't tolerate. That's not for us, that's for you. She bites and she screams and she's all over the table.
A ver, empezando porque no es she, es he.
No, whatever it is, we cannot control it, period.
Entonces, ¿por qué la vez pasada sí pudieron?
I'm sorry?
¿Por qué la vez pasada sí pudieron?
Why last time they could do it? I don't know. I can't tell you what happened last time.
Revise sus récords.
I can't tell you what happened last time. But what I can tell you that this time, because of his behavior, we can't do it.
Depende de quién trabaje.
What did she say?
It depends on who's working.
Who's working?
Yeah, that's what last time it was able to do last time they were able to do it.
No, check your records. It's not able, it's a truth.
Speak everything in English.
So, regardless, so we speak English. So whatever happened last time, I can't tell you what happened last time. All I can tell you is what happened this time.
You go to the records and you see.
I can't tell you how her behavior was. All I know is that her behavior on the table. His behavior on the table wasn't acceptable. Your behavior towards my associate wasn't acceptable at all. So we're not. You don't have to.
I'm the customer, and I'm
we don't
paying
have
for
to
this.
care. You're not paying for anything. Get your return and don't come back anymore. It's unacceptable. I'm sorry. I'm not tolerating that. Not in my salon. No, ma'am.
Your salon? No,
My
it's
salon.
Besmar salon. It's
My
not your
salon.
salon.
My salon.
Yours?
Mine.
Yours.
Mine.
What is your name here?
Mine. So you
Because
have a
it's
good day, ma'am.
Besmar. It's not your salon.
Exactly. And I'm responsible for it. I'm responsible for my
today,
associates.
Because if I came tomorrow, you are not going to be here.
I'm
Because it's the
responsible
first
for my
time I see you
associates.
here.
Okay, I'm responsible for my associates and the dogs in our care.
It's the first time I see you here, so it's not your salon.
What, however you want to agree
Today
about it, ma'am.
is your salon.
Okay. So you have a good day. You can get him. I'd appreciate it.
Well, I take it when I want.
Okay.
Or what?
Okay.
And don't worry, you can report whatever you want because I'm going to do a complaint
By
in
all
the
means.
corporate pet.
By all means. And I'll send them the recording.
Huh?
And I'll send them the recording. So go ahead.
Of course.
Have a good day. Okay. Ooh. Do you want to repeat that? What was that last part, ma'am? What was that last part? Ma'am, do you want to repeat that? You just called me a ma'am? Ma'am, did you just call me a I could have sworn I just heard you call me a Was that correct? Am I like hearing things? Ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am, do you want to answer me? Did you just call me Ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am, did you just call me Because I could have sworn I heard you call me Ma'am? No comment? You didn't just call me ma'am? Okay, have a good day.
For those of you who can't decipher it through the censoring, she dropped an N-word, hard-ass style, right as she was leaving. Because that's how you do it. Not only do you refuse to talk English initially, until you accidentally speak English for a moment, and then now you're kind of like, oh, well, they know I speak English now, so maybe I should just speak English for the rest of this entire thing. And then on your way out, you're not happy with your service, so what do? When you say you're going to talk to corporate about this, you're going to call the staff member an N-word. Great job. Absolutely fantastic. It's not going to help your case here. I severely doubt you even bothered to complain to corporate, considering you know he was recording you and he will definitely send that to cover his ass if need be. So good job for showing your true colors, and everyone else getting to hear your true colors on your way out. Nice one. Here's an actual funny one. So this guy has his house who lives near a golf course. Unfortunately, here today, a golf ball has gone a bit astray and smashed through one of his windows. So rather than accepting that, yep, I have my house next to a golf course, this is bound to happen, instead he goes out there and makes threats against the person who accidentally smashed his window.
I'm a mad right now.
I know, I bet. I have windows too.
Yeah. What's your name? Vitaly. All right, Vitaly. You owe me $681. I'm goddamn madder than shit.
Yeah.
You can't hit this goddamn thing. It's 200 yards wide, and you're hitting houses.
Slice it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're sorry? I'm out a window. Go to the next hole.
I haven't hit yet.
Yeah, I haven't hit it.
Okay.
Hit.
What if it goes to your house again?
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
You don't want
to see me try?
You don't want to catch an assault case.
Come on. We're hitting the house.
You live at a golf course.
I realize that.
You know that?
Maybe you shouldn't be on the golf course.
Well, everyone has to practice somewhere.
Where you live?
We live around here.
Good.
Better if you just go back home.
Yeah.
Cause some problems.
Because if you're gonna try and start swinging at us, I mean, we have 5 guys here.
We're not gonna.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Take me out. I'm an old man.
I'm sure life is good out here for you. Alright.
What's the pressure shot? That's the most pressure I would ever have.
You know, my first thought is just like, you know, you think people would account for this when you choose to have your house, I don't know, right next to a golf course. But at the same point, I also know what's currently happening over in in California, where a bunch of people have built their houses near the Mazda Raceway, and now they're making noise complaints about the Mazda Raceway, which was there first, and they've chosen to build houses there near a raceway that has massive events, and now they're making complaints about the noise the raceway makes. It's just like one of those things. It's like, you know, you chose to build around that. You had full information that that was a thing, and you chose to build there. And now you're complaining about this problem because you built there. You think a little harder. You think you know this already, but no. People are just that dumb. These officers randomly pull over a kid who's just walking in the neighborhood to try and do a frisk search, but his response is kind of funny.
Ah, see this?
You're on camera too. What's going on with you, man? What's up?
How y'all coming? Don't touch me, boy.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Don't touch me, gang.
Huh?
What you just fell on my book bag for? Is you cool?
Is you cool? Are you good?
Don't do that, gang. Yeah, I'm good. What y'all hopping out for? I ain't got shit on me, gang. Get back.
All right. Nobody's touching me.
Don't you is touching me. Look.
What
Can't
you
touch
got
me,
in the
gang.
bag?
None, gang. Don't touch me. Y'all pulling me over for none. Get back, gang.
Hold on, bro.
Is you cool?
You all right? You good?
Get the back, bitch ass.
What you so?
What's wrong with them now? Cause just pulled me over for. I hope you can run too, cause I'll take off on your bitch ass. Ass shorty, look at them. They ass some goofies.
Question. Who's riding shotgun? Because for some reason, there's only one undercover vehicle there and there's 3 police officers. Isn't it usually 2 police officers in a vehicle? Why is there 3 of you? Who's getting the passenger seat? Who's driving, for that matter? Who's stuck in the back where the prisoners, where people are held as well? I don't know. It seems very odd that they're just like, oh, this guy, he's got a bag and he's walking around. He's also a kid and he's also black. Let's go fist search him. But ultimately, we know we've got nothing to hold against him, so when he tries to walk away, we can't do shit, so, oh well. Here we have a very interesting clip where apparently the person behind the camera here belongs to a big company, and they're currently got a client who's autistic, and apparently something's occurred where food wasn't delivered in a timely fashion and drinks weren't apparently marked correctly, so she's upset and starts going off at the people in the drive-thru.
Right now.
I'll give you my name is Heather. Thank
yep.
you.
And guess what? I work for a very big company. So just wait. And you're treating autistic people this way. And yes, I am recording you.
No, are you autistic?
You are treating my resident right now who needs his food that is autistic like.
Still trying to figure out why we're crying.
So go ahead. I want my food and I want it now. And this right here is going to show you how you treat autistic people.
You know that.
And I'm going to call the cops too, and I'm going to show them this video and how you treat autistic people.
At the end of the day, she's my boss. So I can match.
Well, that's okay, because your boss is about to go viral for treating an autistic kid like and refusing him his food.
The autism.
No, it's because y'all got smart because you did not label the.
Listen to you.
Because he had a Diet Coke. He can't have caffeine. Really? Because I asked which one was the Diet Coke. Did I or did I not? He cannot have caffeine.
Is I went through 4 people to talk to you.
Really? Because the first girl got an attitude because I asked her if it was diet or not.
Okay, so
he cannot have caffeine.
We refuse service.
Fun fact, did you know Diet Coke has more caffeine than regular Coke? Yeah. If your client truly needs no caffeine, then Diet Coke is totally not the way to go because that's worse than normal Coke. There is a thing called caffeine-free Coke for that situation. So, yeah, that's a bit of an absurd reaction, and honestly, for the most part here, I'm sitting here thinking, if the person she was talking about was diabetic, okay, I get it, I can completely understand why that would be the case. But I'm not 100% sure why this person being autistic would matter with these type of things. I mean, especially getting food to them very quickly. I don't get it. Maybe it's just because I just don't understand it. There might be a reason for it, and if there is, I'm sorry, I'm wrong on that one. But ultimately, I feel like this is an absurd overreaction to something very minimal. Yes, there is those punch things in most drink caps. I don't know if that'd be the case here for Burger King. The Hungry Jack's, which is Burger King Australia, does have those punch caps to punch in if it's a no sugar or it's a diet variety of the drink. But if you're wanting to get the no caffeine version for your autistic client, Diet Coke has more caffeine in it than normal Coke. So ultimately, I don't think that helps you. Here we have yet another neighborhood Karen. This time we have a very interesting situation where apparently she just causes drama with almost everyone in the neighborhood, but this time around she decided to apparently have some words to some kids who are apparently riding down the street unsafely. So the mother gets involved and we have an interesting fight.
Hi. Yes. Yes, is there any particular reason why you're recording them?
Could you wait 1 second? Do you know that your 3 boys, your little one was on the middle that's not safe? Do you know that they kept riding by me and your older one pointed his cell at me?
Yes, because you're recording my children riding down the street.
Excuse me, I was not. Okay, I'm going to say something.
Say it.
You can walk in right now, my cell phone is charging. This is my eyeglass case.
Okay.
Now, I'm just going to say something. You need to stop. You have come over here before and stood on my lawn and stared at me with the phone. My cameras show it. Jen, knock it off. Or we'll simply get the Santa Rosa couch.
Call him right now. Call him right now. Call him right now because I don't give a shit what you say to me, to my husband, to anybody else. But when you involve my children in this, call the police. Call them.
I'm raking my leaves.
I don't give a shit about you. I wouldn't stand in your yard recording you. I don't even know who you are. I know that you have a problem with me because you have a problem with everybody.
That your husband collects apparently a disability and runs a landscape company as a veteran. I got a big problem with that. It's called fraud.
Are you kidding me right now?
People are looking into it, Jen.
I hope they do. I hope they do. Nobody can enjoy where we live anymore because you create so much drama for everybody for no reason. As I said, I do not care what you say or what you do with any of the adults around here, but when you involve my children, that's when we have a problem. You're not their parent. You don't get to decide how they're riding.
I was not recording. Number 3, you are disturbing me. Leave.
I am in a public place on the road. I can sit wherever I want to.
You do not harass people, fatso.
You know, you can't sit here and harass people, you fatso. By your definition of harassment, based upon when you're calling this harassment, isn't your insulting and name-calling technically harassment too? Because I think, to a level, it's probably worse than what she was saying to you. She was just saying, you call shit with everyone. Can you, not do that? Especially with my kids. I don't care if you're around with the adults around here, but leave my kids out of it. That's where I have a problem. Oh god. And it's yeah, I can understand being concerned when kids are riding unsafe, but again, I want to know what your quote unsafe is in these terms here. It might just be something that in the grand scheme of things is perfectly fine. No one really has a problem with it. But it could also be a case where it's oh, genuinely unsafe, riding without helmets. But at the same time, it's one of those things where yeah, you can do your best to tell them, hey, it's not safe to do this, but if they ignore you and do it anyway, you just kind of have to hope that they may not have to deal with the consequences of those unsafe actions, or hope that when they do, they come out fine, but also learn. I don't know. This person seems a bit insane. And I refuse to make a comment about her quote calling something fraud because I don't know enough. I don't know shit when it comes to that system in America. So someone in the comments may enlighten me, I suppose. Here we have someone who has the bright idea to confront one of the random drive-thru workers about the price of iced coffees at Dunkin' Donuts going up by $1 and doesn't handle it well when she refuses to answer that question.
Trying to understand. So you mean to tell me an iced coffee and a medium hot coffee has $1 difference, but one is just hot and one is just cold, and there's no explanation for that?
Here's your card.
Ma'am, I'm asking you a question. Why is it $1 more for an iced coffee? Do you know that?
Please stop filming me, and here's your card.
I'm asking you a question.
Can you take your card, miss?
Can you answer my question?
I answered your card.
You didn't answer my card. My card's not a phone.
No, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. I'm gonna call corporate, okay? Just know that. This is what they do to you at Dunkin' Donuts. That was so rude. I just had a question.
Are you dumb? Do you think she decided to do the price increase? They don't tell you these type of things. Genuinely. Don't know how many times I was asked about, oh, why did this price go up? Why did this price go up on various different things in my tenure at a grocery store? It's one of those things where I don't know. I don't have these answers. They don't give us this information. They just jack up the people behind the scenes, jack up the prices or adjust the prices, and we just put on the new labels and we make sure it stays in stock. We don't know why they did that. We don't know how much it's actually we kind of have a rough idea how much it's valued, at least in our system, because it does tell us on how much money we gain and lose on a product based upon the product's actual price. But that's according to the system. Who knows if that's the actual truthful price? Like, for example, for those Australians out there, you know those taco shells that go on sale every now and then? Apparently their sales means that whenever they're on sale, they lose money on those products. I sincerely doubt it, but that's what the system says. It loses like a couple of bucks per product when it's half price. But I doubt that, to be completely honest. Here's a very interesting situation where an adult has caught a teacher yelling at a student for some reason or another and decided to take it upon themselves to go after the teacher for not handling that situation in what they deemed to be the correct way.
Do you realize that he was being falsely accused of something? A grown-up approached him, and you ridiculed him?
I'm sorry. I'm not real sure.
My name is Peyton Jackson.
Uh-huh.
You probably should speak to his parents. You shouldn't talk to a child like that.
Oh
that
my
adult.
God. Are you a parent?
That adult. Yeah, I am a parent.
Okay.
That adult approached him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
You should never speak to a child ever like that again. That's funny? How was that funny?
No, I really don't think that you should be talking to me like that.
No, you just ridiculed a child.
You're getting loud.
Yeah, I am, because what you just did was unacceptable. Please.
Yeah,
what was her name? What was her name?
You want me to go get him, Mr. Means?
What was her name?
I'm a little officer, so you can talk to
So you don't want to tell me the teacher's name that just walked away? Mrs. who? Izagiri. Wow. Don't you ever speak to a child like that ever again. Don't you ever speak to a child like that ever again. Don't you ever talk to a child like that ever again. You're disgusting. You're disgusting. You're disgusting. You're disgusting.
Go ahead.
You're disgusting. Ma'am, I'm sitting down. Move around. I got this. I got this. Move around. Move around. Don't tell me what to do. I got this. You should have been protecting that black child that she was yelling at. That's what you should have been doing. Move around. Move around. Move around. Move around. Move around. I'm calm. Move around. Oh, baby, I don't have a violent bone in my body, but I asked you for your name.
If I was you, I would
It was
move around.
Brady.
If I was you, I would
I'm
move
not being
around.
she walked up to me.
I'm asking, can I please talk to you?
I don't have to move around.
This ain't what you want.
This ain't never what you want, babe. Ain't never what you want. Oh, okay. Go to your office.
I'm going to be honest, lacking the context of what actually happened prior to the recording here, I'm not 100% sure what to really take away from this and what to really think. So I'm just going to leave this one up to you guys and tell me, what are you guys' thoughts in the comments below? Here we have a Karen just being Karen sticking her nose into someone else's business where it doesn't actually belong.
Who is not allowed to let me in the building?
Anybody that delivers here has to come in there.
I don't know the number.
I just told you it's 2.
I don't know how to use that. I've never
You're
used it
supposed to
either. You just tried it. Did it work for you?
Because I didn't do it right.
Oh well. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's company called, it's, policy rule for the building.
Yeah.
No one's, because this is the government building and nobody is allowed.
Okay.
I don't know how to use it, that's why I don't.
I don't know how to use it neither. That's why I didn't use it.
You got your cell phone number?
No, I told you I don't have any numbers.
Well, you should get it the next time. And then
How will I get it? How will I get it? I'm just a delivery guy. I don't talk to nobody on the phone.
I don't even understand, like, why you even questioning me? I'm a delivery guy. That's all I'm here to do.
Delivery people know your phone numbers. I haven't got a delivery coming from.
I don't have pizza. They have to call you to come pick up your pizza. You talk to them directly, but you talk to them on the phone, correct?
No, I call them, talk to them on my app.
Okay. Well, congratulations to that.
But that's just the policy.
Okay, I understand, ma'am. It's all right. I'm not doing anything. I'm just waiting for the lady to come get her package.
I mean, it is really that simple. Sometimes they don't get provided the phone numbers for whoever owns the package, and they just have to go through other methods to give it to them. I don't know. I don't see why there is a need for her to be complaining and just doing her thing. I suppose she's bored. She sits down and then just continues talking to the post guy and does nothing else. I mean, I hope I never have that much free time. Jeez. This one's quite an interesting video here, so I have no clue how we got here in the first place, but basically this person here has been given an eviction notice on the Friday previous, and now here the sheriff's office here are to enforce that procedure, to serve them, hey, you've got to go, and to get the locks changed. And now we seem to have a very interesting discussion between the person getting evicted and the police.
Do you explain this to me? Because you didn't explain it to me.
Yes, I did explain it to you. Was you recording it then?
Yeah, I told her I couldn't read or write and gave her a piece of paper.
I'm gonna explain it to you one more time.
Okay.
All right. The eviction was put on your door
Okay.
last Friday.
Yeah, I couldn't read it.
And you took it off,
and I
right?
couldn't read it, yes.
You couldn't read it?
I told you I couldn't read or write. I told you that. You gave me a piece of paper that I can't read or write.
Do you have on your door that you can't read or write? So
What?
how am I gonna know?
Well, I don't know. I called. I can talk.
Okay, and they explained it to you from the jail. The civil process office explained it to you.
What they explain?
Because you just told me earlier.
Yeah.
Tell me what you just told me earlier.
What,
You tell
they
me
said
what
that
you just told
serve
me.
it, and then that's as far as it goes with you.
And you said that, and you also said that they come and change the locks,
Yeah.
right? And
But
that's
you don't have
eviction.
anything to do with it.
Who don't have anything to do
The
with
sheriff's office has nothing to do with
That's not what they told you.
Yeah, it is.
I'm pretty sure that's not what
Look
they
on
told you.
YouTube. Look on YouTube.
Okay, well, I'm going to explain to you right now. Today, okay, you got until 5 o'clock to try to move your stuff out. They are going to come back and lock the door
So why isn't
You
it 24
cannot
hours?
stay here.
Why isn't it 24 hours?
because you have a certain time.
It says 24 hours.
Are you going to be moving at 1:30 in the morning?
Well, I
No,
stay
you're
up all
not.
night. Yes,
And
I do.
they-
How do you know what I do and what I don't
They
do?
are not going to come back and lock their door at 1:30 in the morning. So you
How
got
do you know
until
what I
5
do?
p.m. today.
So why wouldn't it be 24 hours?
You got until 5 p.m.
Why wouldn't
today.
it be 24 hours?
Okay, tell you what. Act like you don't want to listen and don't listen, and then you'll just have
I'm asking
to.
if it's 24
And I'm telling
hours,
you now,
that it's not 24 hours, it's only 9.
you got until 5 o'clock today.
So why isn't it 24
and they
hours?
are going to come back and secure their house.
Why isn't it 24 hours?
Then you can call them back in the morning and let them know that you want to get some more stuff.
So it's not 24 hours? So no, it's not
at
24
9
hours, so
o'clock
your
in the
notice is a
morning-
lie. Your notice is a lie. Not 24 hours.
So let's lock this door. All right. You want to lock this one too?
Yeah, all of them have to be locked and then make it official. And
Step out the door.
she wants to argue about it. We got.
It's not 24
Step out the
hours.
door.
So it's not 24 hours?
Step out the door.
No, okay. But it's contact.
They are not trying to talk to you, so it's no need to harass them.
No, I'm
okay?
just asking.
But they,
I'm not harassing
but-
anybody.
You see, they're not paying you any attention.
Yeah.
So just leave it alone, okay?
Well, why did the sheriff's department tell me this?
But this is
Because I called
the
sheriff's
eviction day.
But I called the sheriff's department yesterday. I've called them all week to ask what the process was, and they said that they just come and serve it. I recorded it. They come and serve it, and that's as far as they go.
And I
was like,
served it.
Well, I was
and
like,
then
I
it's
asked,
an eviction.
yeah. Well, why doesn't the sheriff's department know what the process is? Is the question? It's like because they told me that it's not criminal, and I was like, well, what do I do? Like, what is the process? They said that they just show up, the locks change, and that's it.
Okay, and that's what it is. We showing up,
Well, that's what they do.
and the
with me.
lock's gonna be changed. You have to move somewhere. So that's the process. So what process do you want?
Well, I asked them if it was criminal. Like, I asked what the process was.
They told you it was civil, right?
Yeah.
So it's criminal if you don't leave the property.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I
it
asked.
turns to criminal after that.
That's what I asked.
So
That's
right now
exactly what
it
I
is
asked.
civil. It's civil right now. But if you don't leave
I don't even have a
after
car.
9 o'clock tomorrow, it turns to criminal because it's trespassing then. Okay? All right. So you have
So you need to type that up so the sheriff's department knows that. It's like when I called
I
them
don't need
yesterday.
to type it up. They told you.
They did not tell me that.
You just said they told you that they show up, they change the locks,
And
right?
that's as far as it goes.
Okay. You have
So
to
what-
get out. It's an eviction. You know what eviction is?
No, I can't read or write, so.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
I can't help when I'm watching this clip to just feel somewhat confused because it just sounds like she's either just that stupid or she's being deliberately ignorant of the entire situation in an attempt to not get evicted. Like what? What do you think's going to happen when they come and serve you papers and change the locks? Oh, what? You can stay there? No, but they're changing the locks so you can't get back in once you leave because they might not be able to get the keys back off you. You're being evicted. You have to leave. And it's like, oh, but I didn't get a 24-hour notice. I don't get 24 hours. You got a note on your door the previous Friday and probably a bunch of other indications as well telling you that you're going to be evicted on this date. That's a pretty big notice. And yeah, it does suck to get evicted, especially right now in the current climate of the world with the mess that is cost of living, as well as the rental market being down the toilet, especially if you live in like here in Australia where the rental market is literally shite. Like, in spite of having a competent income and probably way more than enough can afford a house to rent, just can't get in because there's too much competition. And I'm a 23-year-old adult male. They're like, oh, this guy might do partying and crap like that and ruin the house. We much rather trust a family that has potentially that doesn't make that much money because, you know, they're a family type deal. And that's just what it is. But you're getting evicted. There's not much you can change about that now. Like, you probably had a chance to potentially push back weeks ago, but now it's gotten to the point where they're here to serve it to you. The locks are being changed. You've now got to go. There is nothing more to it than that. And saying that, oh, but I can't read nor write is a very interesting thing. Whether that's, like, if that's true, then I don't get how you even got here in the first place. What, do you have someone else read the lease for you and things on those lines? Like, maybe you're dyslexic and that's why you might have struggle with reading. That's a genuine thing, but I mean, it seems a bit silly to say, oh, but I can't read and write. Like, it just seems like a desperate attempt to not get evicted. I don't know. This just seems a bit ridiculous. This clip's a bit of a funky one. So this person's just doing typical customer service shenanigans. There's this group of people who are living, so she tells them, hey, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hope you guys enjoyed, yada, yada, yada. And this grandma from the group decided to grab her arms and start lecturing her about how she's not a guy and stuff along those lines. Here's a clip.
Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and hope you guys hope you guys enjoyed your meal.
Let me give you a hint. You want people to respond to you better? Don't call me a guy ever again.
Oh, I just usually say that to everyone.
Well, you is plural. Did you have English in school? Huh? See, it bothers me because you is plural. You guys means everybody. I'm not everybody. I'm a woman, you know. I didn't get made up to that. But you shouldn't let anybody do it to you. You're too young and beautiful. I take it as a put down.
I'm sorry, I think she's trying to ask your group and tell. Yeah, I was just saying that as in, like, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
No, I know, but you said you guys.
Yeah, talking about you and the guy that you're with.
Well, then you can wish him a good day, and you can say, Madam, you can have one. I'm old enough to be your great-grandma. And it's become a thing. I see young ladies, and I think, nobody should address you like that. They should say, call you darling, dear, y'all, even because we're in the South. But some people, they come down here, they move from Pennsylvania, Ohio, wherever, and if it's not you guys, it's you. I grew up in the Bronx. I can turn Bronx on you in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But the South is known for hospitality and friendliness.
Yeah.
So you address people as you or yellow. I hope you have a good day. But I hope you guys have a good day. See, I noticed, especially if you have.
I mean, look, I get it to some degree, but mostly I'm just sitting going, okay, when people refer to groups, it is more often than not that just people just refer to a group of people as like, good luck, you guys. Like, it's not guys isn't being used as a gendered term in those contexts. And yes, it does get used, oh, look at you go, guy, as a gendered term in some contexts, but more often than not, it doesn't. So it seems a little bit unnecessary to go off with the worker for telling you guys to have a wonderful day. Yeah, it probably would be better off just say you guys and girls have a beautiful day or something along those lines. But ultimately, I don't think it's enough to get this worked up over to the point where you grab the person's arm and you start lecturing them over it. It seems inanely stupid and way over the top and absolutely unnecessary, but here we are. With this clip, we seem to jump into what is seemingly a bit of an ongoing feud, where all these people apparently live in the same apartment complex, and apparently these issues have occurred before, and here's where it's all come to a head, where they've decided to block people from coming inside and attempt to just cause issues for it. Let's get into the clip.
So you just called me up. I don't know who the hell you are. You work at the doorbell. And you're trying to assault me, and you're trying to snatch my phone. So when they come, I'll be sure to let them know that this person right here has just called me, tried to stop me coming through a apartment complex that I live at, that I had the lease to. This is what he looks like. He works at the doorbell. This is his husband, his partner, this individual right here. Right here. So they just tried to stop me. This is how they just try to cut me off right here. This person just tried to stop me and call me out of my name.
Just don't leave me right now.
He just tried to grab my phone. He's over here trying to come near my car and harass my son. My son's in the back seat right now. We just got home from school. Yeah, he's a white male, about 5'7", 5'8". These people just stopped me. I don't even know if they live here. I don't even know who they are.
We got a car to get in.
Sweetie. I'm actually a girl. What are you? What are you? Back up.
You can get in.
Guess what? And I got a lease. And when you figure that out, what are you going to solve? What are you going to solve when I figure it? Yeah. When I live here, when you find out I live here, what is it going to solve for you? I actually have my driver's license.
I don't know. I don't know who she.
I mean, just by the sound of this entire thing of him just wanting to know if they live there or not and just having to have all of that knowledge, it just sounds like the ultimate Karen, just the typical Karen moves that you see from typical Karens, especially on this channel on a day-to-day basis. But I suppose I ask the question, why would you even do this stuff when you're in your work uniform? Especially what happened at the start, where you just push her phone away. It's like, it's especially while she's recording, like, this is going to backfire on you. There's no doubt about that. If this video itself doesn't initially get you in shit, the amount of people on the internet who will see it and probably push it to your workplace or to Chick-fil-A in general will probably get you in a bit of shit. So maybe, I don't know, be wise with how you act with people. Maybe. Just maybe. Here we land ourselves back at Walmart, where another person is getting their shopping checked if they actually purchased it or not. But this time around, it seems like there's some actual way to the situation that she probably did steal this stuff, based upon what happens in this clip. Let her go.
I'm telling you I will.
You have to give the card back to me.
I'm telling you I will.
You have to give the card back to me.
I paid for my shit.
I'm telling you, you have to give the card back to me.
Get the young lady to print
For
off
sure,
the
we got him. Leave it here.
Wait.
You're not going anywhere.
I paid for my stuff. Get her to print the receipt.
I do understand. You're checking right now, okay?
You can't follow up on a cash receipt, you dumb shit.
We can. You just stay here.
Then what's it taking you so long for?
You're just tracking it?
Are you allowed to touch me?
I'm not touching you either.
Really?
This is our
Are you allowed to touch me? Because I paid for the shit.
Me?
If you think.
You don't have to solve me. Don't touch me.
Buddy.
Don't touch me.
Get off of me because I paid
Don't
for
touch
this
me.
shit.
You have to give it back.
I'm not doing that something I paid for. Bro. Would I fight this hard if I didn't pay for it?
Telling you, if you did, then you
Yo, I paid for it.
I wouldn't fight this hard if I didn't, bro.
You're calling the police. Don't touch me.
Call the police.
Don't touch me.
Call the police.
You're calling the police, but don't go anywhere else. Hey, you can't leave. You gotta say that. No. Hey. Yeah.
Because I paid for it. I'm telling him who I paid for it through. He cannot get her. It was electronics. It was a young lady. It was a young East Indian lady. It was cash, so they can't get.
We can
so
get
now
that.
they have to go through all the cameras.
I know the rules.
I have a 4-year-old in the vehicle.
Yeah, she told me she doesn't fit it.
No, he did not say that. You never said that to me. Well, then go pull that out.
You're checking the cameras out.
No, you didn't.
You're checking the
Oh,
cameras.
you're checking the cameras
Yeah,
out.
we
I have a 4-year-old in the vehicle that needs to go to bed.
Then you
And I
can get your
paid
bag.
for my
You
shit.
can get your bag. Get your bag. If you pay, you can get your stuff back. We're calling the police. Police is on the way.
Call the police.
Police is on the
You
way.
can't leave me alone.
Police is on the way. So you can't go anywhere.
I'm
If you
not
want to go, you
leaving
can
that
take your
shit
bag
that
and
I
you can
paid
go.
for. Like you cannot get me a copy of my receipt.
If you
I
pay,
dropped
you
it
can
on
get
the
your
way
stuff. You just
I've
pay for the
already
juice.
passed
Everything is on the camera. Get your juice and get out of here. I'm telling you.
No.
Wherever is your juice, just take it and get out of here.
Give me my receipt. Give me my receipt.
But you're not staying here. Just wait up.
This is all shit I paid for.
I don't care.
You don't care?
Get your
You
juice.
don't care. I do because it's my money. It's my money.
He's gonna give it to you. Yeah. Get out of here.
It's a cash purchase. You don't have any receipt for that. What bullcrap did you just spew? What, do you think the number that you pay for when you're shopping is just something that the Walmart wizards pull out of their ass? No, they scan it, you dumbass. That's how they get the number. And it's recorded as a transaction, even if it's cash or card. What, do you think Walmart's not going to record a cash transaction? What, you think they're going to try and avoid paying taxes they already avoid paying? Like, that's insane just to hear that. And then the additional argument when she still wasn't getting away. It's like, oh, I've got a 4-year-old in the car. Looking about how much stuff is in that shopping trolley, like, I would wager a guess that shop probably took around 60 minutes. So what you're telling me is that you've got a 4-year-old in the car that's been left in the car, potentially on their own, for almost an hour. Is that what you're telling me right now? So not only do you want to get charged with attempted theft, you also want to get charged with child neglect or child endangerment because, you know, you've left a 4-year-old apparently in the car for about an hour because that looks like an hour equivalent worth of shopping. This entire thing is just stupid as hell. It's unironically, like... I can't get over this entire interaction. It's just so dumb. And she tries to spew some of the most blatant lies that you can come up with. It's like, I've seen a lot of these clips where people get accused of stealing, and in most cases that's not the case. But there are certain signs to show that, yeah, they probably did steal. And one of the most obvious ones was just the whole, it was a cash purchase. There is no receipt for that. Like, have you never shopped at a Walmart before? Legitimately. Like, have you never shopped at a Walmart? Never experienced it. They scan the items so they can give you a price on the total of the items. And hey, it's in the system. They get a receipt for that, whether it was paid for by cash or card. In this clip, we seem to watch one of many massive blowouts that seemingly happen between the neighbors here, and there seems to be a huge leveling of issues that seem to occur between these people a lot that, well, we now get to see a glimpse of. Here's the clips.
My son ripped you off.
He took money, and while we were gone, we asked him to snowplow. He didn't. He came over after she texted him like 4 or 5 times. He finally came over.
I told my son to stop going over there because he's getting texted that your daughter's there and she's all pissed off. Must have been you, right?
I was not
That's
pissed
your
off.
mom.
Yeah, 'cause
well,
you're
that's what
ripping
she
off my
told him.
mother.
Ripping her off?
He took $20.
You can check text
He
messages.
took-
He
yes.
offered her the money back. Matter of fact, I told him to go over there and try to plow and get rid of your snow for free. And he did the best he could.
Did, and nobody
He did
complained
nothing to
about it.
fucking
Nobody
justify
complained
you
about
parking in front of my house acting like a fool.
But you parking in your own thing acting like a fool too.
This is my own place. I can do what I want.
that's
And I'm not
okay.
acting like a fool.
This is
I'm
public
emailing. I'm sending some emails. So I had some radio on and it bothered you.
It goes
doesn't give you any right.
Understand how well the roles
It doesn't
are
give
here?
you any
Do you
right to come over
understand
here.
how well the roles are? I was trying to be polite.
Well, that went right out the window
Well,
now,
it did
didn't
when you
it?
started acting like an asshole, and I will give you the same shit back.
Okay, do what you got to do, lady.
I will.
You're going to be having to live across from me for a long ass time.
Good. I don't care.
Okay, so put it in park,
like you,
put your fucking music up, and do whatever you got to do.
Here.
You are fucking ridiculous.
I've lived here for 20
you already
years,
know.
honey.
I talked to the dude over here. You bitching about his exhaust.
My mom.
Off.
My
I don't
mom
even
does.
care. I don't care about pleasing y'all. I really don't at all.
That's good.
Get off my fucking property.
This is not your property. You don't know the land.
All right, then do it. Then do what you got to do. Do whatever you like. All right.
You do whatever you like.
Yeah, you
oh,
got
you
it.
got to record it because you're such a big man. Like I'm gonna hurt you. What's that gonna do? I've done that to him.
I'm just trying to protect my children, lady.
Oh,
You obviously are extremely upset right now, and so I just want some proof of how you act for when they come over. All right?
It's the same. There's proof right there to say the same.
Okay, there you go.
I have cameras to prove. I got cameras right there to prove.
Prove what?
Prove that you're an ass just the same.
Okay, fine. I'm an ass just the same. We're two asses. We live across the street from each other.
We do.
That's just great.
I thought you would be good people, but not so.
Guess not. You thought wrong. Keep looking around for a good guy. Ain't me. Well, you're parked in front of my house, and you start talking about what you're going to do when we're sleeping.
Driveway or street. You don't even own the land.
Okay.
None of us do.
I got it on tape, lady.
So what are you going to do with it?
I'm just going to leave it alone.
I got tape here, got tape here, got tape here, got tape everywhere.
And what'd you catch me doing? Working 9 to 5? Huh?
Yeah, you do.
That's what your camera's going to find me doing.
It's also going to hear you bumping your music.
Okay, fine. There's nothing wrong with listening to some music.
Yelling at you.
Matter of fact, you came out here complaining, and it went off. I took it off.
I want to say thank you.
Fuck off. I don't care what you have to say. Get out of my face. Go on. All right, fine. So can I. It sure is. You obviously ain't got nothing better to do, so you know where to find me.
Look, overall, I don't really think there's a true side to pick here based upon the small bits of information here, but I ain't gonna lie, it's very interesting to see that not only was her van, the two rear windows smashed out and have got a tarp covering, it looks like the back window was also in the same state, but then you can see the state of her yard. I think that a lot of that white stuff might be snow though, so I don't think there's much to it than that, but if that's snow, this is an older clip. Either way, very interesting to say the least. I don't know, what a dispute over, oh, you scammed me of $20 or scammed my daughter of $20. Oh, we tried to give it back. Oh, you still scam me for $20. It just seems like a whole whack job of a mess. And she seems like just the type of person to complain about literally anything that bothers her. This Karen's having fun in a drive-by argument.
If you want to pay me, that's great. If you want to continue my life without paying me, that's not okay. That's called abuse. Do you know that or no? Do you not care? Clearly that you don't. Clearly you don't. You don't care. But you care so much at the same time, right? You care so much. You're so empathetic. You are so empathetic, aren't you? You care a lot. So
Is it bad that I thought it'd be funny if she ended up running into something, hopefully some form of pole or something that doesn't actually affect anyone else aside from her, because she's not exactly paying 100% attention to the road. She's too busy trying to yell at this person. Granted, it can also be said the same for the person behind the camera, but nah. In this clip, this person goes on a warpath against their employers.
Hey, how you doing? I need to talk to you for a second. So look, I'm here to do what it is that I need to do for me and my family, but I will not handle the racial slurs and the racial activities from your wife. On the first day that I worked here with her, she stated, oh, this must have been a black room because it's nasty in here.
No, it's not. Listen, the way you
I'm
left
not
this-
done. I'm not done.
I'm not done. No, listen. What I said, the Saturday you left like this.
No, I'm not done. The first day that I worked here, a black person was in this room because it's nasty.
What?
Your wife, that's what she said to me. And then continuing further, she started going, oh, they don't teach their kids how to clean up. They don't do this. They don't do that. Saturday, I'm working. I get down to my last room. My room is spotless. She comes in, oh, there's dirt at the floor. After I just got done vacuuming, I know for a fact I didn't leave dirt.
You see it, I show you, right?
I'm still talking.
No.
Nobody
treat like us. The way.
May I finish talking? Because I'm not cutting you off.
No. You was wrong. I got the cameras in there. Same thing Miss Carmen told me the other day.
She told me it today.
No.
She was married too.
Oh yeah. She was married.
I'm not done talking. I'm not done talking.
Then,
are you gonna let me talk, please?
No, you gotta listen first.
No, because I was speaking
No, you
first.
was not right.
You're not right for your racist slurs.
No, we ain't racist. No.
She is racist because the first day that I worked with you, so you're going to tell me that you didn't say a black person was in this room because it's nasty, and you're going to tell me that you're going to say black people.
You told us that too.
No. So why would I do that? So why would I do that? So why would I do that? And you're going to say, oh, black people don't teach their kids how to clean this and that. Stop cutting me off because that's a lawsuit. First of all, you can get sued, so stop cutting me off. And then going further,
nobody treats like us. Like you
yes.
are the boss, okay?
I understand that,
Yeah.
but as a customer,
you're not a customer either.
Well, it doesn't matter as a customer, as a worker,
And then,
whatever.
if the customers stay here, I tell them on the face. So you don't have to.
I'm still speaking.
I don't care.
And then I asked her if I work tomorrow.
Listen, just talking about Saturday.
If I asked.
Just talking about
I'm talking about the complaint.
No,
so you don't want to hear it.
Don't worry about the complaint. Just talking about
You're
Saturday.
going to get sued for being racist.
Go ahead, do the suit.
And Miss Carmen told me today.
Miss Carmen had no complaints, and it's funny you talk about that because she had a lot of complaints about you guys, how you treat people, etc., how you ran off plenty of workers, etc. I'm not done talking.
It's okay.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not done talking.
If you don't want to work, don't work.
And that's the thing. I asked you if I worked yet tomorrow, and you're talking about some if you want to. It doesn't seem like you did Saturday.
Yeah,
what are you talking about? I did my job. After you stalked me around each room, I did my job. You stalked me around in each room. You were distracting me. You pulled me out of the room that I was working in to come do something else.
Oh, yeah, I have to show you first.
Oh, my
I have to show you first. I'm not teaching the first time. You the first person. You know that.
And then you complained that I left the towel
because
you weren't distracting me. Because you were distracting me. So this is how Loyalty-In acts in Hawkinsville.
Oh yeah,
this is how they act. This is how they act. Just make sure I get my pay, please, and you won't have to deal with me anymore.
Sign the paper first, my lord.
Yeah. So when can I get the paper to get my pay?
And the payroll after 2 weeks.
Can I go ahead and take the paper home and fill it out, please?
I'm here right now.
Okay. So tomorrow when I'm done, please make sure I sign that.
Okay, that's it.
If you was right, you should give me the answer back. You know that? You was not right.
Miss Carmen said,
and
not
you
right
the one
what?
say.
Not right
you
what?
the one say that, okay?
Say what? What did I say? What did I say?
What I say? You
What did I say?
You the one say, I know that the black people make
Oh,
yeah, you did.
As a melanated black woman,
you did.
I'm just gonna say.
Yeah. Don't try to.
That's because guess what?
Yeah.
I had voice memo.
care.
I had voice memo and I recorded
care.
you.
I don't
I
care.
recorded you from day one.
Oh, it's all right.
So go ahead and keep lying. Go ahead and keep lying.
How was that for a loaded shotgun of a clip? Okay, so I think the first thing I want to just acknowledge here, the wife here did not really do much denying of supposed racism. Heck, at the end, I think she kind of halfway admitted to some of her comments because she also said that apparently the person behind the camera admitted that, yeah, I didn't clean well because I'm black or something along those lines. I couldn't quite get the words there because there's just a lot of people going off at each other, but from what I can tell from this entire clip, the wife doesn't really deny much of these accusations being levied against her. Instead, just tries to pass the buck back to the person behind the camera. I'm not 100% sure what was even happening here with her way of approaching this entire thing. Hopefully you do take this to court and you get a fair bit out of them for this. Because if they're truly being racist, which based upon how much they did not deny that, I think you definitely deserve something out of that. Like, that just is wild to me. Here we got an entitled Karen who believes that because she has a connecting flight to go to, that she's allowed to get off the plane before the people in front of her.
Process, right? Like, these rows go, then these rows go. You get it, right? Well, so then let other people get out when it's their turn to get out.
I don't know who told you the process.
Well, that's the process. It's called etiquette. People get out in rows.
And who told you that?
That's the way it is.
Who told you that?
I'm trying to make a connection too. So who told you that?
Who told you? Who told you?
That's the way it works.
Oh no, that's not.
That's the way it works. Excuse me. Thank you. Hey, wait a minute. Hold. Excuse, ma'am.
No,
don't push me.
I can't get over the fact that she has the audacity that even after the guy stood up in front of her, she's still trying to push her way past him, even though the people in front of him aren't moving yet. It's like, ma'am, people in the seats in front of you are going to go before you. That's just that's how it goes. You be nice. You let the people in front of you go first. Yes, you got a connecting flight to get to, but so does other people. You're not the only one. Here we got another amazing security guard doing amazing things that security guards do. Okay, no shade to actual good security guards. It's just, there's been a lot of these guys lately showing up in these clips. Here's a clip.
So you're kicking me out for not stealing, right? Because I had jewelry in my hand on my way here, then I had to look at dresses, and I decided to go put the jewelry back. I didn't put anything in my purse, I didn't try to hide anything, I didn't try to take anything, but you're kicking me out of the store?
Are you recording me?
Yes.
That's illegal.
It's not illegal. It doesn't matter. It's a public place.
No, you didn't have my permission.
No, I don't.
So if I grab your phone right now, it's going to be on you.
It's not.
You don't have my permission to record me, so leave. I will call PD.
Okay.
I will call PD and say you recorded me without my permission.
Okay, well that's not.
Law. You know
it's not law.
That is. Google
it's not. You Google it because you are not informed. That is not true.
Okay, watch.
You are in public.
All right, watch. No, see, I'm not in public. This is private property. Don't worry. Go outside.
Are you still following me? Why are you still following me? For what? For what?
For any of you guys who've watched any videos on this channel, you've probably heard me break down the shenanigans before about the whole recording stuff. If it's a private business that's open to the public, then legally there's not much they can particularly do about people recording. They do have the rights to have rules saying you can't record in here, but if you are recording, all they can do is ask you to not record. And if you refuse to do so, then they can trespass you and have you kicked out. But you'll never get in trouble legally for the recording bit. You'll just get in trouble for trespassing if you don't leave when asked. But there's nothing illegal about recording in what is a public space, and any private business that's open to the public is technically enough of a public space to have those rules. It doesn't change. And then furthermore to that, a good chunk of states, I don't know which ones are and how many of them actually are, but a good chunk of the states in the United States are a one-party state, where only one party in the conversation needs the consent to recording the conversation, which could be the person recording. They consented to the conversation, so technically it's fine, unless one of the two people are in a state where it requires both parties to consent. In this clip, we just have a funny incident happening on a plane.
You're gonna be on the no-fly list. Don't do it.
Don't put you on the no-fly list, girl.
It's not worth it.
Don't smack nobody.
No, because you're kicking me off for no reason. I'm starting to get pissed off. Stop recording. Like, what the f***? That's ugh.
You making a show. You can't be mad. You're giving us a show. Like, we need to get paid for our time. I'm going viral. They're stressed out.
We're all missing flights because they're.
And we got kids. Like I got a babysitter. My daughter got school tomorrow. Like, right. I'm stressed out. Girl, everybody see.
That's what I'm telling them. Like,
free country, boo. This is America. The land of the free. The land of the free.
We know that.
This is the land.
We're all
we got planes to catch, girl. Get off the flight or do something. Like, get out, girl. Get out. I'm sorry. We're gonna miss our next flight, girl. Come on. Like, we don't got time for that shit.
Really? We were already delayed, you know?
We did.
Yeah, everybody involved get off at this point. Who? Who?
She was talking about you.
She can be. Oh, I was gonna say, I'm the wrong one.
Don't. No, you're not. No, but say don't do that.
No. I
You about to get dragged out by security.
Oh, who's talking about her?
Oh, I'm not dragging you, boo. Security is. Have a good time with security, baby, not me.
This is a movie right now.
Please send me shit.
I think we all should, don't you?
Yeah, I don't really have much more to say about this. I can't really gather what's going on, but the clip is a clip, I suppose. Moving on. Here we have a Karen who seemingly illegally parks behind someone else's car, and when they come out and say, hey, can you move your car so I can go get my son from school, they just ignore her and walk away.
This is my car and I need to leave. Please don't do it, okay? It's rude.
You don't have the right to recording me.
You're not going to do anything. Please don't block my car. I need to get my son. It's rude. You can park right here. I'm going to send this. I'm going to send this to the apartment manager. Please move your car. I need to get my son. Ma'am, please move your car. I need to get my son. Please move your car. I need to get my son. Please move your car. I need to get my son. Please move your car. I need to get my son. Please move your car. I need to get my son. Oh my God.
Wouldn't there be like a number you could call that could get someone to tow this car away because it's illegally parked and it's blocking you from actually doing anything with your vehicle, especially in a situation where, you know, your kid's finishing school, you need to go pick them up, but this person's literally just parked and left. Would that be a thing in America where you can just call a number and get a car towed because it's illegally parked, or is that just an entire kerfuffle? I don't know. It seems insane that someone just does this, even though the direction that she ends up walking, you can see how many car spaces are over there. There are literally empty car parking spots that she walks past to wherever she's going. Why even park there? Is it literally just to be petty? Like, what even? Here we have this guy catching a credit card skimmer at their local 7-Eleven. Also happening in the background, a argument with one of the workers and some other person.
Hey, yo, bro. I think this shit got a credit card skimmer on it. Yeah, like, you see how that shit... I was here last night and you see how this one is up to here, and that one
for gas.
isn't really like that.
It stopped at $20 on my pump.
Yeah, it's not flush. You can kind of see the shit.
What's the scammer you got here?
Y'all know what this is? Y'all got a manager here?
You made a mistake because you put it.
Yeah,
on
you know what this is?
You need
This
to
is
put
fraud.
like $5 back.
This is taking people's card information.
Because you took my money
And I just ripped it up from there. I saw it last night, but I was tired, so I didn't do it. There's no manager here? You're not the manager?
I'm the manager.
This is a credit card skimmer. You need to call the police. One of your employees or something, they put it here. Or it's either you and you're trying to play like you don't know. What? You don't know English, but you work here? This is a credit card skimmer. Okay, so you need to write a report. You need to get the police in here and write a police report. Because you're taking people information. I almost used my card on this one last night, but I saw what it was, so I went to that one. But I made sure I come back today so I can get it.
I find it funny there's just an argument in the background of this entire thing, but okay. Is it just me, or have you guys been seeing a lot of these clips floating around the internet recently? Like, I can't tell you how many times I've seen different clips of people pulling off credit card skimmers at 7-Elevens in America. I don't know if this has become an extraordinarily common thing or not, but it seems very weird that there's been so many of these clips popping up recently. They might be fake, that might be all there is to it, or there might just be becoming a legitimate problem at places like 7-Eleven where these credit card skimmers are running wild. So, I don't know. It's wild to me, and then the manager doesn't seem to understand how to react to a situation like this, almost like he might or might not have been involved with this skimmer getting here in the first place. Either way, I'm gonna move on. And we're back on a flight again for some more shenanigans, and here we've got a weird sporadic argument occurring on the plane where it seems like the air hostess are trying to resolve it and solve what in the world is actually happening here.
Ghetto ass, bitches. Y'all, don't talk to me. They sit up here talking to me like I did something to them. I don't even know them.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Are you okay? Can you come with me?
I'm not coming.
I just want to talk to you in the back.
I'm fine. Alright, I'm fine.
Well, I come back here and there's a bunch of screaming.
No, I just get they ghetto asses out of my face.
Right. Well, that's not necessary.
I'm fine.
Very inappropriate.
Okay, did I ask them to talk to me?
No, but you do.
She's looking all up in my face like she know me and
shit.
She didn't say nothing to you. No, I'm not creating shit.
Yes, you did.
You better shut the up,
Now
bitch.
you shut up, bitch.
Hit me.
Listen.
Hit me.
Listen.
Hit me. You don't even know me. What you getting all mad at me for? You stupid bitch. I don't care if they
Law
come.
enforcement's coming. It's up to you how you want to be removed off the aircraft.
What you saying?
Law enforcement is coming to the plane. It's up to you how you want to be removed off the
I
plane.
don't understand what you're saying.
The cops are coming. Okay.
I don't give a about no cops.
All right,
You ain't the damn cops.
all right, they're gonna come over
I ain't
here.
done nothing but talk. What is you looking at, bitch? She keeps looking at me. Tell her to stop looking at me. She trying to provoke me. $5 shade wearing ass bitch. You. I got you.
I wonder, did you get in trouble when you made it to the other side, or was everything okay after this point? Did you guys actually stop just going off at random people on the plane? Though it did sound like you might have been a little bit drunk. Just a little bit, just a small little bit. I get it, the plane gives you alcohol, but doesn't mean you need to get yourself smashed with it. Not a great move. Here, Karen, for some reason or another, is upset at these kids for playing basketball in this, what looks to be a park area. So she does what every self-respecting Karen does and takes the basketball for herself.
What's your license plate?
No, it's
That's not your ball. That's his ball.
That's from my house.
We don't know who the your son. Who was your son?
You just can't randomly come up to us and take our ball and say
Who the is your son? What's his name?
Who's your son?
Why tell me
Who's
your
your son?
license plate is?
No, where's your son? Who's your son?
He bought that shit. What are you on?
This is our f***ing ball, you thief ass.
Thank you.
Fat troll looking ass bitch.
Thank you, ma'am.
She's trying to help us. She's trying to help us.
Trying to help us, bro. Chill.
If you're trying to help us, my fault. But she a bitch.
She can't come on this property.
I know. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I thought you were yelling at us too. I apologize. We did. It's fine.
I don't get why people always think this is the way to approach this type of situation. Regardless of whether the kids are in the wrong or not, stealing the thing that is theirs is the worst way to go about it, because it almost guarantees that they're not going to treat you with any form of respect when it comes with handling you in this situation. So this is so what you don't do. Just go in there, yoink the ball, just to stop them from doing whatever in the world they're doing. It's only going to cause issues. And what do you know? It caused issues. They whacked the ball out of your hands because, it's not your ball. It's their ball. And other people, other adults went off at you for just handling that in the way you did. Here we have a guy who's making an attempt to keep these two women separated from potentially fighting each other and stuff on those lines. Eventually, one of the two decides to throw something at the other, and the other one goes on a bit of a fall. According to the people in this clip, the guy who was making the attempt to separate them apparently pushed her over. But here's the clip. Watch for yourselves.
I'm not trying to spill my drink. Help.
Thank you.
I don't know
That's
either
all
one of you. I don't know either one. I will.
I'm trying to save you. I'm not gonna lie. Oh!
No, I didn't push anybody. No, I did not push her.
He pushed her.
Not push her.
He pushed her.
I did not push women. I did not push women. I did not push her. I promise you, I do not do that. She fell. I do not push women. Look. Stop. I do not push women. That's not what I do. It is stone.
Well, she's falling right now. Nobody. I want to sit down.
I gotta watch the video.
I will now play the clip slowed down for you so you can see exactly what happens, but based upon my understanding, when the thing gets thrown at her and she goes to react and moves forward, she immediately trips and slips and starts to fall. Doesn't gain enough momentum and lands on his arm. He just then redirects her current falling motion so she just slides down the car instead. If he wasn't there, she was landing square head first into the car's window. At least that's what I think, just based upon how this looks. Again, I'll leave it up to your own interpretation on what you think about this fall, but it definitely looks like she slipped the moment she moved, and he just helped her not fall as badly. Here we got an interesting security guard that seems to be on a tiny bit of a power trip and is making up a story that they then contradict later on in this conversation.
What's up?
I was just wondering if you guys were doing any shopping.
I'm eating.
You're eating?
I'm eating lunch.
This business is closed right here, so we're not allowing any parking.
Since when? I've eaten here
Why
for
is this
years.
abandoned? What's that?
I've eaten here for years.
You've been eating here for years?
Yes, I work over here.
The business is abandoned, you can see.
I don't work here.
I know you don't.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, is this business is abandoned?
So there's a law saying that I can't sit in my car.
In an abandoned parking lot? No, sir. On private property? No, sir. Yep, it's as simple as that, man. You're the only guy in the car.
What about all those cars?
They all work for the business. I've already checked all of them.
I've never heard of that. Nobody, all the other security guards, I don't even know who you are. All the other security guards that are over here, they know me. They just shake their head at me. I wave at them.
Okay, when we have anybody sitting inside of a car, you know what I mean? That's not conducting business on the property, we ask them to leave, you know?
That's crazy. All right. Yeah.
Have a great day.
Yeah.
So the business is abandoned and no one is... So the business is abandoned, right? Right? Then how come the other cars here are apparently with the business that you literally just said yourself is abandoned? That's not how that works, buddy. And you can see in the background, the lights are on for this apparent business that you say is abandoned. And what do you mean you checked their cars? Seriously? You're a security guard, not a police officer. 9 times out, I don't think you'd have access to that type of thing. Again, this is America, so some states might have the ability to look up license plates and see whom they are and where they live type shenanigans publicly, but I severely doubt that you actually have the ability to do that here. So either you're just lying out your ass or you're lying out your ass. There's no two ways about that, because if they apparently are here for the business that is apparently abandoned, A, how do you know they're here for the business? Because the way that you suggested here doesn't work, because you're a security guard, not a police officer. Ultimately, it's just like, okay, why not my win? It's like, okay, or what? What you gonna do? You're going to call the cops and have them come out here? That they're not likely to come out here. Oh, what? A guy sitting in a car, eating in a car parking lot? Oh no, world ending. And when a tow truck starts to head in, you can just drive away. Like this, I don't get it. Here we have a manager who is clearly either way too hot-headed for his job or likely to be way at the end of his rope of being able to handle dealing with whatever workload he's under. Either way, here's a clip.
Shut up!
myself.
Call them.
I will because you guys
you're
are
still talking.
because you guys are going to sit to me. Let's go.
Call them. You're still talking. Call them.
Shut up.
Call them. Call them. You're still talking.
And I told y'all to go home.
You're
And
still
y'all act like I'm not a manager here. And I'm telling y'all to stop. And I told y'all to go.
Okay, you gonna do something?
Christina, you're going to have to come out of the store because I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I can't run the store the way I need to get my business the way it is. I don't need to be working here. You're not going to give me a fucking heart attack or something. Heart attack. You guys won't listen to me.
He didn't tell us. He didn't send us on a break. He told us to go home. And I'm like, y'all not going home. I don't want to go home. He like, well,
You guys can leave. I can call the sheriff's department.
stop talking to me.
I want you to get off my clock.
I'm not going to lie, from my understanding of what a lot of managers have to deal with, is like, for down here in Australia anyway, I'm assuming that it's either roughly the same or probably way worse with the amount of crap they have to deal with the corporate overlords. And they probably are under a consistent amount of stress and getting a lot of shit because the X, Y, and Z thing isn't being done because the people don't have enough time to do X, Y, and Z thing. But in no way does it ever warrant this type of implosive blow up in front of all of your staff members. Like, genuinely, it's a no, you should never do this. Yes, I understand the stress of being any form of manager nowadays is nuts, to say the least. But imploding like this is not the way you should deal with it, especially when you just start screaming and shouting at your workers, the people who you're meant to be in charge of. This isn't how you handle things. It wouldn't be too surprising to hear if this guy just lost his job over this, or got demoted, or whatever, because it's clearly either he's at the end of his rope. I would assume that's more likely he is just not handling anything well right now and just lost it. That's what I'm assuming what happened here. Or maybe he's just terrible like this all the time. Another driver spotted someone parking in a disabled spot without actually having the car thingamabob at the front. Basically, they're not meant to be parking there, and their reaction to being told, hey, you shouldn't be parking there, is, well, insane.
You stupid.
That's a shame, dear.
Shut up, bitch.
That's a shame, dear. What's the sign now?
Yes, because on top of the potential charge of parking illegally, you want to cop an assault charge too. This is a person with the IQ higher than that of a cat. Okay, this clip here is very interesting to say the least. So overall, this person's attempting to get a refund from this restaurant here. And apparently the reasoning for it, based upon the context clues, is there's just not enough chicken in his food. Which is a very intriguing thing to refund for, but whatever. They're going through with the refund, but they're refunding him by giving him a gift card that does not equate to the value of the item that he's getting refunded. Here's the clip.
And you're only getting one. And you're only getting one.
How am I getting $15? I paid $26. What is wrong with you?
Give me the other card, or I will call the police.
police.
Man.
Yo, how much did I pay for my food? $26 right?
Elijah, don't say nothing.
Elijah, how much did I pay? You took my order.
You can record all
Elijah,
you want
you took my order. How much did I pay?
Give me the other card.
How are you giving me a $15 coupon for $26?
Can you escort this gentleman to the door and give me the other card? Thank you. Can you escort this gentleman to the door?
Hey, I want my money back. What the f is wrong with you?
Money.
How am I not getting my money?
Would you like?
I want my refund, bro. Give me this.
You're not saying.
She's trying to give me a $15 coupon for $26. How the f does that make sense?
That's what Stephanie told me to do.
That don't make sense.
So Stephanie said, don't give him the refund back.
No, that's not what we do. I asked him if he wanted something else, and he's laughing, and now he's trying to record me. So you can leave, or I'm gonna break.
No, that's just stupid. You trying to give me $15 for $26?
Okay, go.
In what world that makes sense?
Okay, well now you're getting. I asked you to leave.
You were getting loud. I'm not living for my money.
I'm not remaking his food now, so he can go, and he can stop recording.
I have to record you.
No, you don't.
That's for my safety, bro.
Come on.
And now you're trying to hit me. I'm gonna sue you.
Oh, sue me.
Yeah, I'm gonna sue you. I'm gonna sue Chipotle.
You can have your phone removed, but he needs to leave.
He needs to leave. No.
In what world do you get to do this? What's wrong with you? I'm not leaving. Call the police. Because I'm not leaving for my food or my money.
But you are leaving.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Give me my money back.
Please don't call no police because I can't have no police.
Okay.
No.
Well,
give me my
you
money
need to
back.
leave. You're not getting a refund. And I already asked you to leave.
I'm going to take this coupon into bowls.
You're not.
Give me my food then. I'm keeping this plus my food. That's the
No,
right
you're
shit
not.
to do.
You're not doing that.
Then
give me
work
my
like
food.
that.
Already through your
Buddy, it don't work like that. It don't work like that.
Give me my two bowl of
It don't
food.
work like that.
Give me
I'm
my
saying
food.
you can get something
No,
else.
he's not getting
Something else equals to my money.
Oh no, it don't work like that. It don't work like that.
How does it not work like
Okay.
that?
I asked you
What
to
in the
leave.
world, bro?
Get your friend out of here, please.
Give me my refund. It doesn't make
It doesn't
sense.
matter. That's
That
the
shit don't make
company
sense. How what the
policy.
which company policy?
Noodles
Show
and
me.
company.
Show me. Show me.
Look,
I want to see it.
Keep arguing with
That
you.
shit just don't make sense. You
Okay,
don't
well,
just
you
tell
have
me
to
I cannot
go
get a
now.
refund.
You have to go
Give me
now.
a refund.
I'm not.
Then I'm not leaving. Call the police then.
So you just want to see it?
Exactly. You just want to take my money?
His money
In what?
back
No,
on the
that's
card.
$15.
Oh, well.
I paid $26.
Oh,
What the does that make
Well,
sense?
you shouldn't
Call the
be
police
so
then.
bougie saying it's
Call the
not
police.
enough
No, it's not
meat.
enough.
But that's how
Then
it
I
works.
return it. I didn't want your nasty food. I returned
Okay,
it.
well, now
Give me my
you-
money back.
All right, come on, buddy. It's just time to go.
Yeah, now it's time to go.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. It's time to go.
Bro, I'm not going nowhere.
You are.
I'm not going nowhere.
You need to leave.
Give me my money back.
You need to leave.
Give me my food back with my money.
You need to leave,
Don't
and
get
you
in my
need to
face.
stop recording.
I got
You
I got
need
the
to
right
leave.
to record.
You don't.
What is wrong with
You
you?
need to leave. You need to leave,
I
and
got
I'm
the
gonna
right
keep
to
no,
record.
and I'm gonna keep getting
I got
closer
the
to
right
him
to
until he
record.
moves.
You see, what kind of manager
You need
are
to
you? What
go.
the f is wrong with you?
You need to go.
What's your name?
Jordan.
That's not your name. That's a guy's name.
That's my name. Is
That's
Jordan.
not your name.
My name is
Let me see
Jordan.
your card.
I don't have to show you nothing. My name is Jordan.
You're a manager.
Doesn't matter. Get out of my restaurant.
I'm sorry, if that's company policy, that is stupid. So not only do you take his food back, that we don't know how much he ate because we don't get to see that, but not only do you take the food back and probably throw it out, you give him a gift card for the store that is only worth $15 in spite of the fact that what he brought was worth $26. That just seems stupid. Like, that is the most backward-ass company policy I've ever heard. It's like, not only won't we give a proper refund, we'll only give them a gift card. The gift card won't even be the same value of the item they're asking for a refund. Like, that just seems nuts of a company policy. Now, I do think I want to make this clear here. There might be more context of things that happened prior to this clip that may make that little compensation make a bit more sense. But we don't have that information, so we're running with what this clip shows us here. And that company policy just seems a bit stupid. Here we have a guy who was caught being a creep, taking some very sketch photos of someone inside of a store.
Well, then I don't know if you want to call the cops or what you guys want to do.
I can do whatever, but I'm not leaving.
I didn't do anything illegal.
All right, I got something for you. Don't even worry about it.
So, but she keeps going through my phone.
Back up! Don't touch me, man. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Oh, but you got footage of me though, so now it's my business. It's my business because you took a photo of me. All right. He's so salty. No. Back up. I'm gonna have somebody pull up for you. What? You want to be recording? Look, that's all me. Weird, bro.
We're about to check out.
That's not me right there. I got somebody pulling up for you. Weird. That's what he gets. Nasty. Should have popped him in his mouth.
Is always seeing the comment reception to these type of clips whenever they appear in any of my videos. Sometimes, like most of the time, people are fair and understanding and, you know, it makes sense. But there are other people that's like, well, it wasn't legally wrong. He can record whatever and take photos of what he wants if that's how you choose to, what you wear out in public. And it's like, I can understand your sentiment there. I don't agree with it though. And as you can see here, there are certain things when you cross a line that, like, yeah, they're wearing some interesting things in public and taking photos of them may technically be legal to a certain extent, but if you get caught doing certain types of behavior that could be considered peeping, well, then you get arrested like this guy did at the end of this clip. So, what now? Nothing. That's what. Don't take photos of women like this. It's just stupid. Why would you do this to yourself? Here we have someone who's come to a store in order to claim a bag that's currently sitting in lost and found. When the employee wants to make an attempt to verify if she owns the bag or not by whatever means they want to make the attempt to do that, the customer loses it a little.
What are you doing? What? It's mine. How are you gonna know it's mine? Besides, how the are you gonna know it's mine besides me? Yes, you can't. I just told you.
She's pissed.
Exactly, because that's all you need. Who would the let me take the bag and let me see if it's mine? If it's not mine, I won't take it. If it's mine, I'll take it.
Marshall's eye report.
You're gonna verify that it's mine when you know nothing about me or me at all? It makes no sense. That's the dumbest shit ever. Bring the backpack out. Bring the backpack that you have out and I'll see if it's mine or not. Remaining minutes is $4.30. How about that? Hello?
You know, looking at this, if that was my bag, I can understand being frustrated to a degree that they won't just give it over, but at the same time I would also understand, yeah, makes sense. You would want to make sure that the person who claims to own the bag actually owns the bag, yada yada yada. And you probably and she's asking like, how are you gonna verify it's mine, yada yada yada. It's like there's a few simple things. They can take a look at what's in the bag and then ask you what's in the bag without showing you. And if you can name the things that are in there, or most of the things, because yeah, there might be things you've forgotten about over time, but if you can name most of the things that are in the bag, then hey, they verify that you at least know this bag and have seen and gone through it before, or something along those lines, and probably own it. And again, it depends what else is in the bag. There might be a person inside the bag itself. There are ways to verify these things. Being mad about them wanting to verify it is a bit stupid, especially if it is actually your bag. But it makes sense to be mad they want to verify it if you want to steal the bag, so we don't know exactly what happened prior towards this actual clip here, but either way, we jump into where the store manager is taking stuff out of the customer's cart after they already purchased it, and then starts going off at them for recording in their store. Here's the clip.
Hey, we already paid for that. You gonna steal that? We already paid for that.
You can leave.
We already paid for that.
Agarra tu traje. That's posted anywhere. I will sue.
Oh yeah, you're going viral, man.
I'm going viral.
You're going viral, man. You are mistreating your colleague. You are mistreating the customers.
You can get
You are
out.
being rude. You are being impolite.
You can get out.
You're taking merchandise that was already paid.
Take your merchandise that was paid. You guys can leave. No, it's right there. It's right there.
You took it from the car, put it back on the car, and call your supervisor.
I'm calling the police.
If you don't know how to treat people, just go home, man. You don't have to be here.
I'm calling the police.
You call the police.
Right.
That's fine. Just call the police. But this is not the way that you have to treat people, man.
If it goes viral, I'm suing.
Oh yeah, you're going viral, man.
I hope so, because I will own you.
I just need to pay my stuff, man. That's it.
No,
that's all what I need.
You're not getting your stuff, sir.
Why not?
Because of what you're doing right now. I have the right to refuse service to anybody. You can leave.
I'm not gonna leave. Call the police. Call the police if you want. I'll be waiting for you here.
Go ahead and leave, you antagonizer.
Yeah.
You're just trying to antagonize the situation by videotape and leave my store.
I have everything on film.
Leave private property.
On film.
Leave private property.
You're not allowed.
You're going viral, man.
Public property.
You're going viral.
Go out
You're
to
going
public.
viral. What's your name?
This is private. I refuse to.
Yeah, you don't know how to treat people. If you don't know how to treat people, go home. You don't have to be working here. If you don't know how to treat people, go home. Ha! Look at you, man. Woo! You're going famous. Look what you did.
Okay, another opportunity to explain this, because this is for some reason the stuff that I know the most when it comes to American law shenanigans, which is funny. I live in Australia. But for the bare basics of it, if you're a store that's open to the public in any way, shape or form, where people can come in and buy stuff and they don't need to go by various different like inviting or whatever in the world you want to call it, if you're open to the public, here's what you can do as a store manager. You can ask people to not record. You can have rules stating that they can't record inside the store. And if they choose to ignore them and still record after you ask them to not record, you then have the right to refuse service and kick them out the store. If they choose not to leave the store after that point, you can call the police and can get them in trouble for trespassing because you have kicked them out of the store because they broke one of the rules of the store. What you can't do is go after them for anything to do with the footage they just recorded. You can't legally get them in trouble for it because they have every legal right to do so. You can't sue them if they choose to post that footage online because you are a store that is open to the public. You can kick them out, you can trespass them for doing so though. So there is those things there. And also, taking an item that they've already brought is a bit stupid. That will just land you in more legal hot water than what you probably would like to put yourself into as a store. But hey, do what you want to do, I suppose. By the story being told here by the guy who's in the car here, apparently there was some form of road rage, some mini road rage incident that happened prior to this clip here, and this guy decided to follow this person in order to tell them off about having a short fuse and to accept consequences of their actions. Here's the clip.
You were driving on the wrong side of the road, right?
I was trying to turn into a parking lot.
No, you weren't. You were stopped
Are
right
you
there.
Stupid?
I honked at you.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
You flipped me off because I honked at you.
Why are you
Why
are you pulling up next to me to yell?
I was right and that I honked at you. You flipped me off. You couldn't even stand that. You were wrong. And you couldn't even stand that. And now you're recording me like that's gonna do something?
Yeah, I'm gonna post to you because you're
great.
You're immature.
You want my name?
Ahead.
Okay, my name is Go F Yourself, you stupid. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
What do you
hope
think you're gonna do
I'll
with
pay
this?
for you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll pay for you.
Great.
Yeah.
I'll pray for you because you have a very short fuse and you don't know when you're wrong. And
I
you
have
go
a
around
short
doing
fuse.
this. Yes,
You're
do.
the one that just pulled up to me, cursing
You're the
me
one
out.
who flipped me off, girl. Recognize what you did wrong.
Okay.
Did you not flip me off?
Yeah, I flipped you off.
Okay,
Why the fuck
then.
are you honking
Recognize
on me?
what you do. Recognize your own mistakes and accept the consequences to go with them. Look at that. You're telling me, oh, you pulled up to me. Like I'm the one.
You're entertaining me. Keep it going,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
Please. Keep it going.
I'll keep it going.
Yeah, keep it
because
going.
it actually makes sense. See, because
Okay.
you're trying to turn it around on me like I'm the one who did something wrong. All I did was honk at you. All I did was honk at you and try to go around you. Tried to go around you. And you kept blocking my way. And when I finally got around you,
You're
what did
behind
you do?
me. You
What
should
did
wait. You should wait.
Girl, you're blocking the
The
way.
right of way is the person
Girl,
that's in front of you.
girl,
You don't know the
you're
right.
in the
You
middle
don't know
of
the rules of the
you're in
road.
the
Shut
middle
up.
of the lane. All right, give me your TikTok and I'll follow you. That way you can tag me and we can make ourselves go viral. How about that?
You're gonna go viral on yourself for being a
Give me yours so
weirdo.
I can follow you.
No, you could go ahead and leave. I don't know why you're harassing me.
I'm not harassing you. I'm
You're
just trying to
harassing
make
me.
you
You're
realize that
literally
a
right
stupid
next to
guy.
me.
I'm just trying to make you realize that you're a stupid who's not entitled. And you're not special either.
Okay.
So what's your TikTok so I can follow you?
Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so funny.
Yeah, it
You
is.
can keep it
because
going.
you think that you're smart. You're not.
Why are you next to me? You're so weird.
Because you flipped me off. That's why.
Get
You keep
over
asking me
it.
questions, I keep
Get
giving you
over
answers,
it.
but you don't
It's a
understand it.
finger.
You don't listen to that.
It's a finger. You're calling me a all of this stuff. Are you okay in the head? You're clearly not okay in the head. Okay, I'm not gonna talk.
And you know that it provokes people.
A violent gesture
Yes,
is
it's a violent
harassing
gesture.
someone.
No, a violent gesture.
Yes, I can go to the police for you harassing me right now.
You're
Yeah, I
welcome.
will go ahead and go to the police right now. I'll go ahead and get your plates and everything. I already have you on video.
Great.
Yeah.
And they'll go ahead and they'll watch this video and they'll ask you, did you flip him off? Did you do everything that he did, that he claims? And then
You were behind me. I have the right of way.
I didn't do anything, right?
Yeah, okay. Keep it going.
Yeah?
Keep it
Yeah.
going. Keep it going. I'm going to go ahead and back up and see your place.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and leave too now because you're going to call the cops and act like a victim when you're not a victim.
Ironic, isn't it? You're saying that she has such a short fuse to throw a finger when you apparently beep at her for something that you claim to be her stupid doing, but then you're also the same person who's literally followed her to her destination just so you can go off at her. Doesn't that seem like you having a short fuse as well, that you had the absolute necessity to do this? Like, this just all seems so unnecessary, so over the top, and so ridiculously stupid. Like, I can understand that being annoyed at someone for just doing stupid things on the road. and then they poke the finger at you when you beep your horn at them because they did stupid. But following them to wherever they're going just so you can go off with them is ridiculously stupid and shows that you got pissed off by this entire scenario far more than what you want to claim to be here, buddy. This clip is kind of like the ultimate example of why I'm more willing to believe the staff behind the counter and not the customer. But here's a clip and I'll talk to you more later.
Is there anything wrong with the... Because I'm not allowed to touch the...
Okay, we'll find out who's allowed to do what when the manager gets back here. And after I call home office on you, too.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Yes, you did.
What did I do?
You said you couldn't touch it.
I'm not allowed to touch it.
Well, you touch people's phones, don't you?
No, I'm not allowed to touch those either.
Well...
Us as Walmart employees aren't allowed to touch them. Those are the jobs of the phone reps. And the phone reps aren't necessarily...
I don't want to hear no more from you. Because you don't know how to do customer service.
Oh, okay.
How old are you? 15, 16,
no,
17?
I will be 19 in May.
Okay. You're too young to know how to do any type of customer service.
Oh, okay.
Because you keep telling me that I'm not the customer. So...
I wouldn't want to be told that no matter what age I am.
Yeah,
There's a reason I don't shop here no more.
Did you already call a team lead down here?
Yeah.
I don't want a team lead. I want an assistant manager.
I called. There's August right there. I called upper management.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to buy this charger for my watch, and he wanted to know when I was returning it. I said, I'm not returning it. It was taped. The box was taped together, shut. And I said I was trying to get it open. I asked for some scissors or something to open with. That I ended up having to rip it open to see what was it, see if it fit my watch. And then he said, are you sure this will fit your watch? I said, yes, I tried it. Here's my watch. Here's the charger. You can try it yourself. He said, I ain't about to do that.
No, I said I'm not allowed to touch customers' items. Because us as Walmart employees aren't supposed to touch the items of customers. We're only supposed to bring them.
Right. But if, so did you try it?
Did you realize that you were just trying to log into your shopping account? If you forget your password, you just get that 6-digit code as soon as you type it in. It'll let you say.
Right now, I've never put one in.
All right, awesome.
It's a one-time passcode.
Okay, total will be 1946.
Now, if you haven't put two and two together, which is fair if you haven't quite caught on, but basically what's happened here is this person here wanted to get a certain charge for a watch, and the guy behind the counter was like, do you know it's the right one for your watch? And she's like, yeah, here, you try it yourself, you put it together. He's like, no, I'm good, don't need to do that, sorry. And she's caused a whole fuss because he said no, I don't want to do that, I can't do that, sorry, I'm not going to touch your watch, sorry. And she's lost the plot at that point. That is like that is just some level of ridiculousness that's just why I'm more willing to believe the workers over customers, because of stuff like this, like unnecessary stupid crap where she's clearly already tested it herself, and Ryan said, yeah, I know it works. She's like, oh, no, you can, I mean, yeah, it does, but you can check yourself. And he says, no, I'm good. You don't just go, oh, is that the case? Oh, you get the manager because you're not doing proper customer service. You just go, okay, fair enough. And then that's that. You wouldn't have had to spend any time complaining about these things or doing this or doing that. It would have been all over and done with. You made your purchase and you get out. It's really that simple. I don't get why you have to complicate it so much over something so insignificantly not trivial. Here we have a very interesting clip, to say the least. Basically what's apparently happened beforehand. We don't have a full knowledge of what actually happened here, but apparently this kid driving in their truck here almost hit these guys who are walking their dogs on what seems to be a shared road type thing, and in response to them almost being hit, they decided to throw dog shit onto their car. And so this guy's like, hey, why'd you do that for? And here we are.
Why did you throw poop on my car?
You almost hit us.
What do you mean I almost hit you? I went on the other side of the lane.
The wrong guy, bro. You almost hit my wife and my dogs. Keep driving.
Sir, you were on the...
Keep driving.
Sir, you threw poop on my car. Sir, I'm on mine. You can't do, like...
You almost hit my wife and my dogs. Keep driving.
Sir, I did not almost hit you guys. What are you talking about? Gross. Sir, are you okay? I'm telling you, I was driving this way.
You can stop, okay?
You're telling
Turn
me.
your phone off and learn how to
Get the out of my face and get out of here.
I'm 17, bro.
I don't give a. You almost hit my family. Get the out of here.
Sir. I'm going 25 miles an hour. The speed limit is 25. If the speed limit is 5, I can go 25.
You almost hit my wife and dogs. Get out of here.
Oh my god, and I almost hit you guys. And you could throw shit on my car. Like, what the hell is this? I'm calling the cops. I'm calling the cops.
There's two things I have right off the bat here. Isn't it funny how the people that are always screaming and yelling, "Get out of my face," are also the same people to walk up to the car and get into someone else's face instead? Like, I get the gist of what he's trying to say. He's trying to say, "Leave me alone, off," type deal, but he's saying in a way, "Get out of my face," even though he's literally come up to the car and put his face in front of someone else's face and then said that, which makes no sense whatsoever. And also, is it just me who's a little bit concerned that a 17-year-old is driving a vehicle of this size and power? I don't know. Like, that just might just be me thinking like, should we really have people who probably haven't been driving for that long drive vehicles this deadly? I don't know. And yeah, he might have been doing the speed limit down the road, but I mean, there's one of these things where it's called, when you drive a lot, you learn to be wise with what you're doing. Like, yeah, the speed limit's 25, but there are people currently walking, so maybe it's smart to slow down a little bit so you have a lot more reaction time to get around them. I don't know. It's a weird one. What are your thoughts, actually? Comments below. The person behind the camera here is trying to get a refund for their meal for one reason or another. We don't have that information. Ultimately, they can't give the refund because the manager has to do it and there is no manager in the store right now, but the customer keeps pestering them about the refund, and one of the employees has a very interesting reaction.
All I did was ask for a refund because you guys gave me the wrong order.
Just give a refund. She has full rights.
We can't! We can't!
Okay, but not manager! Okay, well, you could at least offer to remake the order or something.
We can't! We don't have permission to do any of that.
So, but
why
nobody...
don't you go into the kitchen and do it?
Yeah, come on.
Hey, they can do that later. You can do it later.
That's fine, but this is inconvenience to me right
now.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill it. Get out of my way.
Oh, wow. Let me go ahead and call the police on you guys. Let me call the police on you guys. And I have my lawyer also. Come on, you want to...
Put it down, Zach. Put it down. Because you can't do that. Because
this is the type of people you guys have working stuff. And you want to give me my refund back. And a $9 refund. Nobody has the power to give me it. When you have your employees attacking me. You have one of your employees attacking me. So this is what we dealing with.
If only a manager can give a I swear I've seen a Hardee's clip before across the clips that I've been watching over the past year and a bit. Like, I swear it's like one of those things, okay, if only a manager is allowed to approve refunds in any capacity, approve remakes of food in any capacity, then there should be a manager there 9 times out of 10. Like, there should be a very low possibility of not having a manager on site if they are required for something like that, because those things are going to happen on the regular, semi-often. It's going to happen. Your employees are going to stuff up at some point and do a meal wrong, or something goes wrong, and if a manager has to approve something like that, then they're kind of going to be there all the time. Like, that just sounds like an inefficiently stupid system. And this employee either has major anger issues, has either a mental disability of sorts, or just it sucks as a person. Either way, I don't know how they're in a public-facing job like this one with that type of attitude. It's interesting, to say the least. I get desperate times require desperate measures, like you just go into a random job, and fast food restaurants are very desperate for people in general, though I don't know about this one. The person behind the camera is a part of a jet ski boat rental company here and has spotted one of the people renting one of their jet skis has crashed it, flipped it, so has gone over there to retrieve it and talk to the guy about what in the world you just did, and he can't help but try and redirect the blame elsewhere.
Can you throw it over to him?
On this shit, bro.
Huh?
But y'all shit does not work.
Dude, you flipped it. It's upside down right now.
Like, I'm not
what are you
gonna hold
talking about?
Like, yeah, right now, but like
Give me the
even
tow rope, man.
earlier.
Can I have the tow rope?
No, I would like to talk
Dude,
to you.
it's literally upside down right now in the water.
I can see
Can
that.
you give me the tow rope before he loses the jet ski?
I can see that. He's not.
Dude, you're clearly wasted. Do you see the security guard waiting for you guys up there? No, that's a DUI, right?
Care, but
dude, you up. That bad. Look at that. It's upside down. I literally have you on video crashing.
You guys, this shit is bullshit. Like this, the speakers blew out. First of all.
You were 3 hours late to your rental. The jet ski is currently upside down. Dude, it's currently upside down in the water.
Yeah, because your jet ski is
Holy
bullshit.
Shit, dude.
Your jet ski is bullshit.
It's upside
Your
down
jet ski is bullshit.
in the water.
A jet ski can flip over.
No, it can't, dude.
You're fucking goofy, bro.
Man's either drunk or high or a mixture of both, but good lord. Man, it's not my fault the jet ski flipped. I wasn't the one. It was broken. The speakers blew out. That's why it flipped. It's your fault. I'm laughing because that's how I choose to deal with any situation like this. It sucked to be the person who A, rented this thing out, and B, who has to now deal with the aftermath of, yep, that jet ski's probably wrecked. Probably. Most likely. Because it's flipped. But yeah, that's nuts. What a man. It's just sitting there going, oh, I didn't do anything wrong. It was you guys who gave me a bad jet ski. God. Here we have someone having a big fight with one of the fast food workers over what seemingly is meant to be an egg roll. Roll the clip.
Yes. Oh, please. Please the go, because I got time, bitch. I got time. Give me my shit. Give me my shit. Give me my shit. I want you to bring your ass over here with that energy. What are you going to do? Let me tell you something. You're going to fight me over Dora, but I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to tell you what you're... I'm going to tell you... I'm going to tell you... I'm going to tell you one thing. 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 Remember my face, hoe. Yeah, remember. No, bitch, you don't work here, bitch. You knew. You knew what's...
Can I get my food?
Let me get my food, please.
Damn, I'm gonna be late for work.
Let me get my food. Bitch, you lucky I don't spit in your face, hoe. You lucky I gotta go to work.
I mean, I don't pick you for a gym nut, but I suppose everyone's going to want that protein very desperately at some points in times to cause stupid stuff like this. Now, don't get me wrong, both people are very clearly in the wrong in this entire situation. Like, we don't know how this fight started in the first place, nor who actually caused this mess, but let's just say neither side weren't afraid of escalating things further. One's yelling and screaming over the counter, bending right over trying to get up in their face, and the other tried to swing. Yeah, I mean, there's not much more to say, really. Now, this clip has a story to it, and we successfully have both sides of that story. But I mean, we got a clip from both perspectives here. We're going to be starting off with the perspective from the employee of this Dollar General, but basically the gist of it is something occurred prior to the recording of both sides here, where this person made an attempt to make a transaction. That card got declined for some reason or another. Apparently some transphobia was done. Apparently the employee swore at the customer. Apparently. These are allegations. Here's clip one from the employee side.
Pierre's giving me a hard time here at Dollar General.
All right,
doesn't want to leave because their card is declined because
my
of
card did not
funds.
it did not say insufficient funds. What did it say, ma'am? Did my card say insufficient funds, or did it say that your system's not working? No, I'm serious, because this isn't cool.
Is it okay if I check out?
Anyway, this is not, it did not say insufficient funds, sir. What did it say? It said no checking account. What does that mean? It did not say insufficient funds. We're going back to your transphobia. What did you say to me, sir? You giving me a hard time here before at this place. What did you say to me? Keep filming, because it's going to be on here. You cussed at me. You said, you. You're going to lose lose your job, sir. Have a good one.
Okay, now you've seen that, let's get the other point of view, the point of view from the customer. Mind you, this clip has now been deleted by the original poster, as well as they've deleted their entire TikTok account, which is interesting to say the least, but I'll get back to you on that one. Here's the clip first.
Oh, this is Quentin at the Dollar General in Pflugerville. What did you say, Quentin? You called me a she, her?
I don't know what.
And you said to get the out because your system's...
I don't know what you said, man. Go on somewhere.
Oh, no, what'd you call me? Please, Quentin. Please feel free to tell me what you called me.
We can play this game all day.
Oh, what game? Where you're being transphobic and offensive because your system's not working, and I asked if we could use another register, and you said,
This
get the fuck
fellow
out of
here
here?
is giving me a hard time here at Dollar General.
All right,
Doesn't
sir.
want to leave because their card is declined because
My
of
card did not, it did not say insufficient funds. What did it say, ma'am? Did my card say insufficient funds, or did it say that your system's not working? No, I'm serious, because this isn't cool.
Is it okay if I check out?
Anyway, this is not, it did not say insufficient funds, sir. What did it say? It said no checking account. What does that mean? It did not say insufficient funds. We're going back to your transphobia. What did you say to me, sir? You giving me a hard time here before at this place. What did you say to me? Keep filming, because it's going to be on here. You cussed at me. You said, F you. You're going to lose your job, sir. Have a good one. I guarantee.
Okay, let's do some unpacking here. So I think the first things to unpack is her allegations of this guy apparently cussing her out, as well as potential transphobia nonsense. And, well, you can take his choice to be silenced about this entire thing as two things. Either A, he's not trying to deny these allegations, or B, he just doesn't want to fight about this type of thing. Which, ultimately, with those things, that's about as far as we can really get here. I wouldn't understand why someone would want to throw these type of allegations unnecessarily at people for no reason. I personally would like to believe that she did have to deal with some transphobia, but at the same time, knowing how a lot of these things go, there's a lot of lies and often false things that are said in these clips to try and heat up the story to go viral more so. I don't know. So I'm just not going to touch with a 10-foot pole, if I'm completely honest. Moving to the next thing. I worked in retail for years at a cash register. I never in my life has seen a card get declined for no checking account. So, and even from some basic Google searching, I cannot find anything that relates to that. But usually, if the card system just doesn't work on our end, usually it just won't even load the ability to complete the transaction on an ATM on the FPOS machines if the system's down. Like, that's usually how it goes. So it could be something with the bank that's having issues, or maybe your account's having issues. There are various different error codes that pop up when a card gets declined, and there are various different reasons for said error codes. Ultimately, this is interesting. Outside of the supposed allegations of transphobia and an employee cussing out a customer, well, there's not really much happening here aside from just stupid shenanigans. And again, her account's also gone. Well, the account that originally posted the clip from her point of view is gone. And that could be for various different reasons. Either they got a lot of heat because people saw their perspective being the wrong one, or potentially they just copped a lot of crap because they're trans. Who knows? The account's gone, and happy that simple, really. So the guy behind the camera here has come to talk to their neighbor because their neighbor apparently has a problem with their dog because their dog apparently barks all the time, non-stop, and things just go in a very funny direction to me. Here's a clip.
Hi. Hi. I'm your neighbor in the back.
Excuse me, dear. Penny.
Oh, these are your dogs too that are always barking?
My dogs don't bark.
Yeah, they do. As we saw, they do. So your husband had a problem?
DR?
Your husband had a problem because my dogs were barking earlier? What was the problem?
DR, would you get out here and talk to this man?
Your dogs bark.
Like yours do.
It looks like they bark.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
So my dogs can bark, but yours can't.
Mine are doing it in the house. Yours
Your
are doing
dogs
it
bark in the backyard all the time. So what was the problem?
Are you the guy from back
I
there?
live back there, yes.
Absolutely you have a problem with me.
Yeah, why?
Why? Because your dogs bark and bark and bark and bark.
So do yours.
Oh, no, they don't.
Yes, they
no,
do.
God damn it, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Bullshit.
Yes, they do.
Listen, they go out there and if they bark, it's like bark, bark, and then that's it.
No, they don't.
Our dogs
really?
do not, no.
Your dogs bark for 20
Bullshit.
minutes. Yes, they.
You want me to get the other neighbors here? We can all tell you.
Really?
We can tell you all because
Wow.
you're a damn dog.
No, that you are lying, buddy.
Bullshit.
Sorry, your dogs bark
I sat out there this
all the
morning
time.
and that goddamn little dog you got was right there
They're
next to the
dogs.
next yard.
They're dogs.
Agitated.
Does that bother you that much?
Yeah, it does.
You have dogs and barking bothers you that much?
It does. Because
Wow.
this is supposed to be a peaceful neighborhood.
It is a peaceful
But
neighborhood.
it's not with your dogs.
Really?
Come in. He's recording us. Get
Yeah.
in.
Oh, I think you should.
Yeah, I've been recording you the whole time. You're gonna.
Good.
This is gonna end up
Excellent.
online. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Because the next thing that's going to happen.
Just tell us. Tell us.
Okay, the next thing that's going to happen is I'm going to go to the police.
Go do
and
whatever
turn
you
you
need.
right in.
Do whatever you need
because
to, buddy.
You're not even supposed to have that many dogs. You don't train them. You don't take care of them.
What do you
don't
really?
Yes.
What
that's
are you
right.
talking about?
You
I have
let them
3
roam
dogs.
around in a
I have 3
yard
dogs.
that's full of crap.
Who cares what my yard looks like?
Who
That bothers you
cares?
that much?
That's
Who cares?
humanity, man.
Who cares
Do
what my
you not
backyard
get
looks like?
that?
It's toys back there. Those
Oh,
are my
there's no
son's toys.
It's all crap.
It's toys.
It's all
my son's
crap.
toys.
Oh, bullshit.
It's my. Go back there and take a picture.
I have.
Go.
I have, man.
Be
It's
my
all
guest.
terrible.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Have a
are you
nice
happy
day.
now? Have you
I
got
am.
enough on film?
I got it. I got enough on film.
Okay, good.
Thank you, buddy.
And let me just
have a
tell
nice
you
day, buddy.
that-
Have a nice day. You are crazy, bro.
About halfway through watching this clip originally, I just started giggling and couldn't stop. It just seems so unnecessarily petty from the old man here. It's like, oh, let's go. Oh, yeah. So the next time I'm going to call the police. I'm going to tell them you got like too many dogs and you don't train them. You don't do this. Your yard looks like shit. It's like, where did all this stuff come from? It's like, what? Your dogs don't bark? We're just going to pretend what happened at the start here when someone knocked on your door, those dogs weren't barking? Yes, when a new dog comes into a yard and it's in a neighborhood where there are other dogs, feedback loops often occur, where one dog just starts barking randomly because, I don't know, someone's walked by or someone they're unfamiliar with walked nearby. Then another dog in the neighborhood will bark at that dog because they've never heard that bark before. Then they bark back and they just bark for a little bit. It happens. Trust me, one of my neighbors recently got a new dog, and for the first few days, it was just non-stop barking. It's done now. It's no longer barking anywhere near as much as it was before. But, you know, that's just how dogs are. Deal with it. Jeez.